Guys, what is going on, guys? What is going on? Guys, it's Sunday, guys. It's almost the end of the year, right? Guys. What a crazy 2024. Guys. 1 second, guys, hold on. What a crazy 2024 it's been, right? Let's see. 8-bit banger. What's up, man? Good to see you, right? Good to see you. Tom is here. What's going on, guys? I'm gonna drop the link early, right, guys? Guys, I want to hear your predictions for 2025. Guys, come on up, right? Guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, right? And we're gonna probably do an after hours on Discord too, guys. So let me just do some housekeeping here. I was in the middle of editing. Okay, so guys. So wait, Tom. Let's see. Doug MP is here. What's up, dude? Dante's here. What's going on, guys? Make sure you are part of the Discord. Bach is here. Mauser Cat's here. Mauser Cat, man, how you been, buddy? Daniel's here. Keo's here. Oh, what's up, guys? With the whole Breakfast Club. What's up, guys? Steve is here. First Thing is here. What's up? Guys. Tom said what happened in Albany. So what happened in Albany today? News. What happened? Let's see. Salty, what's up, man? Tom, no, I didn't see the news, man. Tell me what happened. Brooks, he said Brooks cops. Let's see. Doug MPA, your camera is on, so if you can turn that off, I'll bring you up. Perfect. He said Brooks cops. What does that mean? Let's see. I saw that they were asking for the governor of New York to step down. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Benny says prices will rise. Wars might calm down. Media will play orange guys, bad stories. Libs double down and go crazy. CEOs make dumb choices. Products get worse. Now, guys, okay. My first prediction of the year, right? Guys, left-wing media is cooked, right? Cooked, right? Guys, wokey woke YouTubers, wokey woke MSNBC, they're cooked. They're cooked. People were so pissed that they got the election so monumentally wrong, right? That, guys, they have lost what little itty bitty credibility they have left. No pun intended. Look at this Nate the Lawyer video. Watch.
They are not on our team.
Look at this.
Corporate
Stirs. Why my predictions?
Okay.
So
this one is
this is secular talk. He was wrong. David Pakman, he was wrong, right?
Potentially most accurate map.
To you, there is a possibility that this is not close. If it's not close, it's tough to imagine Trump blowing out Kamala.
See, guys? This is David Pakman, one of the most smug, woke, knuckle-headed idiots there are, right? With his little dirty Sanchez mustache, right? Look at this guy, right? Come on.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at that, guys. Their whole sector is cooked. And here's the thing. Guys, they used to just rely on just running Orange Man bad stories, right? Because I don't think that can carry the day anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're cooked. Guys, think about this. Imagine that you were reporting like, I don't even know how to put it. What would even be at stake? Let's just say that you were, I can't even like quantify how how bad these knuckleheads look after Kamala got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They were literally putting all of their eggs in one basket, right? They were trying to Albany cops. Okay, hold on. Cops. Let's see. What happened in the former Albany police chief returns to police department? Well, let's see. Okay. Well, anyways. So yeah, guys, woke media is cooked. This is the biggest thing that you're gonna see, right? Is MSNBC, NBC layoffs, right? Layoffs. Look at this. NBC News, MSNBC layoff employees in the double digits, guys. Look at that. They are cooked. MSNBC staffers in panic as NBC parent Comcast plans to spin off the channel, possibly change its name. Guys, they're cooked. They're cooked. Go away. Stupid pop-ups. Okay, guys, they're cooked, right? All these knuckleheads here are shaking in their boots, man. You know what I'm saying? Hippopotamus. What's up, man? Guys, maybe I missed this. Where did this whole Elon Musk influence in the White House thing come from? Guys, you really think Orange Man's ego is gonna let anyone else dictate the White House other than himself? Are you serious?
I was about to say that this whole bromance between Orange Man and freaking and Tesla Man isn't going to make it past 2020.
Not at all. Not at all. Because, guys, Orange Man's ego, he has to be the one in charge. That's how he got to where he is. That's how he got elected, right? Is he has to be in charge. And do you really think with all the people Orange Man has had around him for like the last 50 years or 60, that Elon Musk is going to be the one to somehow magically hold some influence over him? Wait a minute, guys. You know what I'm saying? Right? No. Hold on. Three. Michael, what's up, dude? Well hung, what's up, dude? He says communist lethal. He just run out of your money. Facts? Yep. But yeah. So, guys, David Pakman, right? He was the one who was getting bodied the most. He lost hundreds of thousands of subscribers after the election, right? And guys, the fact that there wasn't even anyone on their side who even remotely said that it could go Orange Man's way, let alone that Kamala could lose, right? Shows how horribly biased the media is, and how horribly misinformed people are. And now look at this guy eating crow. He's like, please don't unsubscribe from me. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
It's easier to imagine Kamala Harris blowing out Trump. So that's the kind of caveat.
A few moments later.
And we will get crushed if this is the way we respond to a defeat. The right wants us not to exist.
Good.
The right wants to decimate independent progressive media. And so when I lose 5,000 subscribers and Brian loses thousands and Ring of Fire loses thousands and everybody's losing thousands of subscribers.
Right there, as you can see, will be enough to tip the election here. You can see that I have Georgia. Let's see. If we do Georgia as light red, North Carolina as light blue, Arizona as red, and Nevada as blue. This, and I'm gonna throw a curveball here. Iowa as blue.
Look at that.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. You know what I'm saying? AJ Freeman, what's up, dude? Garrett Grant, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you as usual, right? What's going on, my friend? Chris Chambers, you are correct. Guys like David Pakman, right? If this was like the 1600s, 1700s, hell, if this was the Wild West,
If this
right?
was a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, he wouldn't make it, guys. He's the type of guy where all of us are all out there, farming, hunting, mining, doing all this stuff, and he's in the village or in the town trying to go from house to house and bang wives, right? And guys, this is the type of guy where we just take him out in the woods, right? And he just wouldn't come back. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane. Steve, what's up, man? And guys, I did drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up, right? You know what I mean? So, Joe Dash says, Old Zesty lost thousands of subs. That's a damn shame. Guys, yeah.
So that's
Look,
To serve its shareholders.
A few moments later.
Democrats continue, for some reason unbeknownst to me, to pretend that mainstream media is some partner in democracy, that they're on our team. I don't know how much clearer I can say this. They are not on our team. Corporate media exists to serve its shareholders. It is a business.
All right, today I'm going to show you some of the most famous pollsters.
now, guys, there's one thing that I want to say. Hold on. All right, Tom says they're an elite group that's been around for since. Guys, okay, the people who talk, I don't really go down this path, the whole deep state and all this stuff, because guys, there's not what's the solution to this, right? Like all the guys that go in the whole, like, there's a secret group running the world. Like, I want to know the solution. Right? Like, what? Okay, you stated the problem, but I want to know, like, what do you propose that us regular working guys do about this? You know what I'm saying? That, like, I'm honestly curious. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, Tom, but maybe you like study this more than me, but if that is true, I'm not saying it is, it isn't, because I'm agnostic to it, but like how is that going to affect me having to get up and go to work tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I never understood that whole thing either.
Guys, we can say that there's a deep state and there's all this other stuff and there's this evil cabal. But guys, what does that have to do with every single man in this chat and right here having to get up, go to work, try and save, buy groceries, right? Invest? What? I don't understand. Like what I, as a person that's a middle class, upper middle class working man, what I can do exactly about that. You know what I mean? When we spread like red pill knowledge about women and all this other stuff, Tom says, so we got to build local businesses, local economies, circulation of cash, food, water, get in place. But okay, so but how? Okay, so if you could snap from where you sit right now as a working guy, how are you gonna, like, if you could start this tomorrow, how would you in your position do this? You know what I mean? Because I say this about because there's actually things that we can actually control, right? Like for instance, we can tell guys, don't end up in child support court. Wrap it up every time, or be a monk, right? Go MGTOW, go black pill, right? That's something that regular smegular dudes can just do. they can take our advice and do, right?
And remember, all these guys in the so-called deep state, odds are they're going to marry the wrong woman and get got in paternity court and child support court.
Facts. Yep. It's true. And what I'm saying is, I look at it from like a grassroots type thing of what's in my control. So when I talk about 304s, most of the red pill advice is practical things that we can do, right? Not waste money on broads. Walk away from all this engagement with these woke chicks. We can do that. But once you talk about like, oh, there's a deep state in Washington and they've been around for 17,000 years, like what? How? Like what am I supposed to do? Like maybe like we can jump on a Discord call, Tom, and you can like talk about some of the practical solutions you have for all of this. But I just don't see exactly how that's going to work. Yeah, 8-Bit Banger says there's always shadowy groups trying to take control throughout history. There's really nothing any one person can do. Guys, the only thing that us men can do is mind our own business. The only thing that we can do, the most practical thing that all of us on this call can do, right? Is guys, is mobilize, right? And guys, don't give your money to these 304s. Don't get caught in paternity court. Don't get caught in child support court, right? Don't get married, right? Guys, that's all we can do. Once men mind their own business. But Tom, who is trustworthy? What does trustworthy mean? Right? Because you ever notice, guys, that a lot of mobile, Doug and PA, let me know, and guys in the chat, put a 1 if you agree with me here. Most people get into politics to do good, but the politics itself, people get, in order to be a good politician, you have to be a bad person. It turns you into a bad person. There are people who are bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, who get into politics, and then all of a sudden, they're gonna, 15 years later, they're just as low down and dirty and knuckleheaded as all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just the game.
Politics is the ultimate example where, what's that saying? You start as a hero, but you live long enough to become the villain.
Exactly.
That's politics. And guys, don't ever get it twisted. The hardest industry to have a career in is politics.
Yep.
Any 30, 40-year long politician is not to be trifled with.
And not to be trusted either. Fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because odds are they have bodies buried somewhere.
Has Sid Luster says make Congress wear NASCAR style jackets with sponsor patches. Facts, dude. Facts. But guys, here's the thing. We all know this. We all know that the government and corporations don't have our best interests. And so guys, what's the best thing that you can do is remove yourself as much as you can. That's the best practical solution. And replace the leaders and all. Just say, look, guys, get your money game right and mind your own business. Because that's the only thing we haven't done, guys. And that's going to lead to my next prediction. Guys, the left leaning media is cooked. And guys, the next thing that's going to happen, guys, a lot more guys are going to walk away. They're going to mind their own business. In the next 3 to 5 years, guys, millennial men are going to be in their mid to late 40s, right? I think the oldest millennials are like 42, 43. So right in the next 4 years, you're going to have so many more men getting divorced en masse, right? And all those men are never coming back to women, ever. Ever. The one thing society fears the most is men minding their own business. Not giving these broads their money, not giving these broads their time, not stopping and helping chicks change their tires, not freaking moving out of areas where they need our tax dollars for freaking schools for schools and stuff. Imagine if 80%, if 60% of men just kept to themselves. Society's cooked. They're cooked. If us men just mind our own business.
You still have to vote and spread the word, though. Like, if you can't just go bunk,
you
because
can vote.
That's if you look at it, because this is what's happened in the States, right? Is that there's been, the election changed the whole patina of the future there, right? And that wouldn't have happened unless people actually took action.
But I don't mean by not voting. I mean by not socially and economically engaging with these 304s. Mm-hmm. That's what
100%.
I mean. By freaking mind, guys. Okay, you know what the number one reason why the orange man kicking butt surprised so many people is because the internet became such a dangerous place for anyone who wasn't woke, and I mean woke. Even moderate leftists couldn't be on the internet, right? So the silent majority became more and more anti-woke and more conservative, to where once the time to vote came, there was a landslide. The opposing voices have been pushed down by the wokes so much that now the majority of people have a counter opinion, and they just couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, guys, look at this. So CNN to ask hundreds of employees in new round of layoff, and MSNBC suffers new low. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Just real quick.
Hold on, dude.
Sid Licious said,
I gotta hit MSNBC with the. What are you saying?
Sadly, government will tax single men to pay for baby mamas. It's already happening. It's already happening right now.
That's true.
Already happening.
Garrett Grant, thanks for the
Seriously.
$5, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Now, guys, we do have a goal on the 10th super chat, guys. I do have another Christmas song for you guys. So the moment we hit 10 super chats, guys, I have one more Christmas song for you guys. So make sure to hit the super chat button, guys. But yeah, look at this, guys. I don't feel bad for them. This is The Hill, and they are copyright. But yeah, guys. Guys, when was the last time that you even watched any of these access media channels, right? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Why? There's no point. No point at all. Right?
No point.
Yeah. And then you have knuckleheads like Don Lesbian, right? Trying to have his own channel. Who watches this guy? Matter of fact, did you see this guy? Don Lemon Interview Street. See this guy? Look at this. Where's this guy? Whoops.
Don Lemon. I don't trust. Have you seen this crazy interview where Don Lemon interviews some dude on the street?
No.
The guy's telling Don Lemon, I don't trust all these sources you're saying. This is so crazy.
Who is the real president-elect, do you think?
Donald Trump, I believe.
Democratic lawmakers in Washington are calling Elon Musk President Musk now.
What? Wait a second. No one said that.
You need to read the news like I read the terms and conditions.
ABC News, New York Times, we don't trust any of that anymore. Well, we are the ones that own the news now. People trust me. They don't trust MSNBC because I care and I'm actually one of them.
Dude, there you go, guys. Mm-hmm. Right? Guys, the wokes, they are trying to do everything in their power, right? So, Orange Man couldn't have won on his own. Elon Musk, he manipulated everything. It wasn't a landslide, just Twitter somehow magically made everyone vote against Kamala, against Knucklehead Harris. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Did you see?
Oops. Yeah. They are reaching. You know what I'm saying? Yes. This is my favorite. Look.
We're here in Jersey, Atlantic City. Who do you support?
I plead the fifth. Trump for the win.
Tell me why.
I can't really call that right now, but I just feel like she's not good for president. She's good vice, but not for the actual lead role for the country.
Does it have anything to do with being a woman?
No.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's the first thing he goes to.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at that, dude.
Yep.
Guys, who do you think supports Don Lesbian still? Right? Who? Right?
Oh.
Who would sit there and
B-dubs?
Yeah, B-dubs. B-dubs and
No, because I feel like women, nah, you're not going to give me that.
Your money's on Harris.
Yeah.
Who do you want?
Trump.
Why don't you like Harris?
She don't have any experience.
She's the vice president. She's a senator.
Yeah, no experience. No. She had no experience.
Well, I want Donald Trump. I just feel we need somebody that has a stronger background with the military and the world in general.
She's a prosecutor and an attorney general and a senator and a vice president. You're in a gambling town. Who's your money on?
I'm going to support the Democratic Party, but, I mean, Trump looked like he got it in the bag right now.
Trump or Harris?
Trump.
That's who's going to win.
That's who's going to win.
Who are you?
there it is.
We're here in Jersey, Atlantic City.
There it is, guys. So this whole time, right? He's like, yeah, blah, 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 right? And he is so completely wrong. And even on his channel, up until election day, he was saying that it's going to be Knucklehead Harris by a landslide. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane, guys. So, guys, woke media is going down the toilet, right? And guys, all that's going to be left are going to be the extreme wokes, right? And guys, my next prediction is that all of us red pillars are going to have a banner year next year. Because, guys, we're going to have so much material. the moment that inauguration day happens, right? So the moment that happens, guys, right? An orange man jumps up there. These wokes are gonna lose their minds. And guys, the only thing worse than a 304 woke chick is a 304 woke chick who thinks she knows stuff about politics. You guys have seen some of these knuckleheads in these videos trying to talk about politics, right? Guys, we are gonna have a banner year. You guys are gonna see a lot of red pill guys talking more about red pill adjacent politics, because you guys know that they already blame you cisgendered hetero white men, right, for all the world's problems anyways, right? It's gonna get 10 times worse.
You know what I think? I think that there's going to be this year. We're going to see that bigger divergence where the parties are becoming polarized, where men are. It's basically going to be Republicans are going to be primarily men, and the Democrats going to be primarily women.
Yeah,
that's what I think it's. I think this is what's happening right now. I think we're seeing it right now. Like I saw some charts of it that were showing the tendencies, and they're diverging strongly. And I think this is what we're going to see. And I think that this year, I think men especially are less afraid to exert themselves.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
And to impose themselves. And I think that like just your average guy,
but remember,
less afraid.
Orange Man made gains in almost every demographic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's the woke, then there's the classic liberals who a lot of them talk trash in public, but then once that voting booth came, they voted for Orange Man.
Yeah.
The independents and the Republicans all voted for Orange Man. Look at that. Carlos, what's up, dude? Bach is here. Wilhelm's here. Guys, I did drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up, so guys, make sure to do that. What were you saying? Mobile?
Oh, let me just get my train of thought here. So, what I think is, I think that whole woke movement, and that whole the explosion of that progressive movement was tightly tied to basically the kind of great economy and low interest rates that the West had seen for years since for more than 20 years, and aside from the financial crisis in 2008. And I think that and I was predicting this like just at the end of COVID. I thought, you know what, as soon as they printed so much money during COVID,
don't say that word. Say the cough, please.
Say cough,
sorry,
please.
cough.
Hey,
so
you're all good.
they printed all this money, and the outcome of that is that you increase the money supply and inflation goes up, and then interest rates have to go up to control inflation. And I thought to myself, I'm like, this is going to basically totally put the brakes on the progressive movement, because at the end of the day, when people are faced with this kind of economic pressure, high inflation, high interest rates, everything else just goes to the side. And it's like this whole progressive wokeness can only thrive when people can have the time to worry about it.
People have food, clean water, security, right? Groceries, jobs. Once that's gone, that's it. You understand?
Yeah. And then reality sets in, and then it's like all of that other stuff just is irrelevant.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Guys, I call this the ignorance and the arrogance of abundance. Once people live in an abundance, they become horrifyingly ignorant about the real problems in the world, and they become horrifyingly arrogant about their stupid ideas and how right they are.
And then also, let's real quick. Also, mix in American entitlement and exceptionalism.
Yep.
And then, guys, also another thing, we'll solve a problem, and then 2-3 generations later, forget why we solved it, and freaking want to do something about it, like the whole Title IX thing and the Transformers. I don't know why that keeps happening. There's a reason why we put these things in place, and a new generation will be so arrogant that think that we don't need that solution anymore. Okay, sure.
Yep.
There's an old British quote that says, "It's the well-fed horse that kicks down the stable door."
That's facts right there. Look at those Brits. Look at this. So now, as Orange Man prepares to return to the White House, U.S. media outlets are hoping to repeat the trick and get a Trump bump, which means that they're going to get more coverage covering the Orange Man, right? Because we all know that they say that they hate the Orange Man, but when he was in office, they got bigger ratings and more sales than ever before, right? Look at that. Hey guys, look at this. Now, the U.S. media outlets, they're hoping to repeat this trick, but experts warn that the political and media backdrop has changed almost unrecognizably over the last 8 years, with readers and viewers flocking to alternative forms of media and increasingly shunning the news cycle. Outlets may instead face an existential threat as audiences switch off altogether. Look at that. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you were watching your favorite YouTuber on election night. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching X.
I wasn't, or your favorite media person. Social media person, X. Twitter, YouTube, whatever. I wasn't watching the news.
No.
Why would someone do such a stupid thing? You know? Okay.
AJ, real quick, we were talking about this offline, but the response to the Orange Man coming into the office is not the same as last time, guys. It's not. People aren't going to stand for this whole, we're going to cover nothing but him and then just trash out people. Remember, he won the popular vote, guys.
Yeah.
You can. I was just fearing that we were going to see another anti-orange man media machine, but people don't care this time. They just don't.
Yep.
They're not going to make as much money last time. No, this time, not even half as they did the first time. Just saying bad things about the orange man.
Yep. That's true. That is very, 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 very true. Now, let's see here. Okay. So if the 2016 campaign delivered a shock factor, Orange Man's latest run on the White House has a very different tenor. Ahead of his first administration, he had launched the repeated attacks on traditional media outlets. He used the term fake news. This has become so widespread that it was named Word of the Year in 2017. Look at that. News outlets, particularly those on the left, were quick to capitalize on this attack. So, while he continued to take aim at media during his 2024 campaign, the alleged problem of fake news was no longer the focus of his attention. Facts. So, guys, the news got ignored. The news has fallen so low that they just weren't even, like, the accuracy of the news wasn't even a thing, because all of us just know they're all full of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even like a, well, guys, we have to preserve the integrity of the news. None of us care. None of us.
Yep.
Look at the Adam Schrader says, I predict more single moms riding bicycles. Okay, let's see.
You know what's funny? That's funny about the fake news. I was watching a video where they were just interviewing some people in China, but it was about something unrelated. But even this Chinese person on the street talked about fake news.
Yeah.
Just some random villager, you know.
What was that? Remember that? I want to get AJ. We drink.
I know this is the Southeast. We drink sweet tea, not a communist Kool-Aid. That Chinese guy with the red hat, he's like
with the MAGA hat on.
Kamala Harris, do not come here. This is the Southeast. We drink a sweet tea, not a communist Kool-Aid.
Everyone, yeah!
Or the other Asian chick, Kamala is so stupid. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Okay.
You see what science said?
Yeah, Science says the Rockstar does go with GTA 6. Oh, man, that would be crazy. Guys, this would be the biggest bomb in video game history. If Grand Theft Auto is woke, guys, isn't that crazy to even think about that? Maybe that they delayed it because they see how much Sweet Baby Inc. has hurt other games, and they're undoing everything that they did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks for the $5, man.
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
AJ, on top of that, because here's how big Grand Theft Auto 6 has to be. Grand Theft Auto 6 is the second best-selling video game of all time and has made $8.5 billion in revenue. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, sorry. $8.5 billion in revenue. So could you imagine, oh man, Grand Theft Auto 6 crash and burn? Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Well, this. So they're saying, I think that Democrat leading titles like Washington Post or even New York Times will be affected by a widespread retreat of interest in politics. Meaning that, guys, people have had it. They just want to know that these illegals are going to be out of here, that the migrants are going to be gone, and that they'll have jobs. That's it. Anything else, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Several titles have already fueled anger among their own readers. The Washington Post sparked controversy when it declined to endorse a candidate. Right? This antipathy has taken its toll. So Washington Post didn't endorse a candidate and prompt 25,000 readers to cancel their subscriptions. Look at that. Look at that, guys. The Guardian capitalized on the blunders of his left-leaning peers. It secured $2 million in donations. Look at that, man. After saying, don't worry, you wokes. If you give us money, we're going to bend the knee, right? Dang. Guys, they're cooked.
What's that one quote? Politics follows power.
Yep. Look at this. So, left-wing broadcasters face a more acute challenge. Warner Brothers has already written down the value of its channels, including CNN, by $9 billion. Comcast, which owns MSNBC, has announced plans to spin off its declining cable business. Look at that. Guys, they are cooked, right? Now, guys, here you go. My next prediction. And guys, any predictions? Put them in the chat. Guys, Hollywood is cooked. Hollywood's 2025 is going to be worse than their 2024. Even though, guys, a prediction, the first part of it is that Hollywood's going to try and drop DEI as quickly as possible, right? Look at this. Hollywood has given up on pushing for diversity. So this is back in July. Look at that, guys. All these DEI roles, all these black female executives, right? Of course, all of them are all DEIA employees, meaning they're like executive of diversity and inclusion, so not real jobs. Look at that. Karen Horn, who served as senior vice president for diversity, equity, and inclusion for Warner Brothers, was laid off. Latondra Newton, who served as chief diversity officer at Disney, and Joanne Abiyaya, head of creative diversity at the BBC, all announced their departures. Guys, what does a vice president for diversity, equity, and inclusion even do? What does a chief diversity officer even do other than ruin stuff? And you guys know all these chicks. Say again?
They're the thought police.
Facts.
It's a powerful position, right? It's like they're the thought police. They go around and they're the censors.
Yeah.
They can shut people down, get people canned. You know,
Latondra Newton.
Yeah,
please.
It's about power.
I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
So, I looked it up, and do you imagine 71% of diversity managers are women?
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
DEI is ultimate wealth transfer position, because
that's true.
It's telling the people that generate the money what they are and aren't going to do. It gives opportunities for people with lesbian dance theory degrees to actually get into management. Seriously, guys. Seriously.
Yep.
That's why they're the first out the door. You have all these actual producers saying, you are not going to tell us how to do our jobs when you don't produce anything.
Thank you very much. Guys, think about this. What's the old saying? Don't bite the hand that feeds you, right? You should, guys, let's just say that like Waterstar, Dante, and Tom all went to work as executives of diversity and inclusion and at General Motors. You would know that those three guys, they would know, look, I need to get in and get my money and get out while the going's good. You know what I mean? Like they know that it's a money grab, it's a cash grab, so they're not gonna ruin it. Dante, all I'm saying is, like, let's just say that you decided to not have any morals. Right? You decided to not have any morals, and you were going to take a position as a DEI person to just get an easy $400,000 a year job, right? Wouldn't you not cause a bunch of trouble? Wouldn't you just keep your head down and get paid? But guys, women can't do that, especially B-dubs, especially. Adam says, I predict more evictions. Facts, right? No, guys, right here, I'm gonna make this bigger, because guys, this paragraph right here is exactly why you don't hire 304s. This person says, how I manage my career has always been grounded in mental health, says Janelle English, who served as Executive Vice President of Impact and Inclusion for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Scientists, said 2 days after she announced her resignation. She says, how am I doing? How am I feeling? How does this align with my values? Right there, guys. Imagine having a worker that you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, where she says her mental health is the number one thing. And then how is she doing? How is she feeling? How does this align with her values? Guys, this is not on a man's mind at all. A man is saying, how much am I getting paid? That's it. If you want to make a man happier in his job, pay him more money. That's it. That's it. Guys, this is the risk that you take when you're hiring these 304s. To them, it's not about productivity. It's not even about taking pride in their work. It's, am I feeling okay? Is it my mental health? Please.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Guys, these chicks are cooked. Like, of course. Verna Myers, who left her role as Senior Vice President of Inclusion at Netflix. Of course, this chick right here would be head of DEI, right? Come on, man, right?
And you guys remember, the craziest part about it is, it's strange. Well, it's not strange. It's remember, DEI does not. I hate the term cis, but does it include? Oh, go ahead, Susan.
No. Just look at the super chat. He says, "Don't rock the boat. I'm here suckling at the teat of the DEI, the DEI bridge. I'm gonna get that bonus."
Yeah. People know that DEI does not include cis hetero males, whether you're black, white, whatever. Isn't it funny how the groups that produce the most are excluded from all these DEI initiatives?
Facts. It's true, right? Sin, thanks, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hollywood, they are going to go away from DEI because all the money from the cough, all the investments that they got for streaming is all run out, right? And then celebrities have lost their hold on, so celebrity endorsements don't matter,
which was delicious. That was delicious
anymore. Yep, this election showed that no one cares.
Yeah, that was delicious.
About these celebrities, right? So guys, no one cares. People are so fed up with how smart the celebrities think they are and how they want you to agree with them. I think Hollywood took so many L's, not just financially, but this election was one big kick in the groin. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now all these people are just right? And no one's listening. And the only people who are people like us who want to laugh at them. You know?
Yeah, was it you, AJ? Were you the one? You'd mentioned some statistic on how many the percentage of, or the outsized percentage of Hollywood mothers who have transformer children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
guys.
Statistic.
Yeah. I don't know the statistic, but it's an above average amount. It's absolutely insane, guys. I'll have to try and find it. You know.
Yeah.
I'll look right now.
Tara says Diddy was an L for Hollywood. Facts. Yep. And guys, don't you think it's rich that Hollywood that was doing all the Smarvy Schmeinstein stuff and the M2 stuff, they try and lecture us, regular people, about morals? Isn't that funny how that works, right? Isn't it funny? Pretty crazy, huh? You know? Mm-hmm. And guys, Korean shows like Squid Game and Bollywood is taking over. Guys, Hollywood's cooked, right? And guys, let's look at some of the amazing films that are coming out next year. Guys, a new Captain America. This movie is gonna bomb, dude. Wait.
As Neurotic says, Captain African American.
Yeah. Guys, this movie is gonna bomb. Guys, this movie's budget's almost $400 million without the marketing. Guys, this movie is cooked. And guys, Captain America, my 3 favorite comic book characters: Daredevil, Captain America, and Batman, right? Guys, Captain America is one of my favorite characters. Why did they do this? Why didn't they give Bucky the shield? Why not? Guys, because he's good as the Falcon. You know what I'm saying? Like his Falcon character in all the Avengers films, he was good. Why did they do this? What were they thinking? This is absolute clown world.
And nobody cares about Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson being Captain America. It just
no one
doesn't work. It just doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense. And they're gonna come out with all these toys that aren't gonna sell. They're you obviously don't know what you're talking about because Sam Wilson was Captain America in the comic book. Yeah, and that comic got canceled real fast. Guys, no one cares. No one does. Why? Look at this. Come on, man. What are you talking about? And then, of course, guys.
Yeah, are they making a bunch of changes to sort of retune this whole thing?
Yeah. They're doing another round of reshoots. I think one of the actors let it slip that they filmed the new Captain America like 3 times. They basically filmed the movie 3 times because it's so bad. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I think the Captain America, this new one, is going to be the most expensive movie ever made.
Yeah. Look at this, guys. This movie's cooked. It's cooked. Absolutely insane, guys. Snow crack pipe and the 7 meth heads. Look. Guys, this movie's another one's almost $300 million. So after marketing, it'll be $400 million. Guys, if for the new Captain America to make money, right? Because let's look at the current budget. Look at the budget.
Remember, it's times 2.5.
Yeah. $375 million.
I got it right here. I'll do it. So 375 times 2.5. So it would have to make $937 million to break even.
Think about how insane that is, guys. But this doesn't have the marketing. So let's add another $100 million in for marketing, right? So it would be like $475 million.
475.
So it'd have to make $1 billion. Yeah.
It would have to make $1.1 billion to even break even.
Think about how insane that is. And if anyone thinks that this crap is gonna make $1 billion,
you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked.
Especially based on how the population voted the last election. Like this isn't winning them any points.
Well, but it's not just about that though. This movie doesn't look good. Like, get rid of any politics. This is not Captain America. The movie is called Captain America, and people are gonna look at the preview and be like, "That's not Captain America."
The sad part about it is, guys, Chris Evans, he can't do anything else except play Captain America, as his track record and other movie shows. Name a good Chris Evans movie with him in it where he didn't play Captain America. Anybody? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, politics put aside, it's not that Anthony Mackie's black or whatever. It just doesn't look good. His costume looks like crap. They have him fight the Red Hulk, who would pulp him, who would literally just hit him once and smash him into pieces, right? The movie just doesn't look good. At all. Because I was like, well, you know what? Can I find any reason to go and see this? No, guys, there's no reason to go and see this. They should have gave Bucky the shield, right? And then had him do, because he had a relationship with, he had a friendship, like a deep-rooted brotherhood with Steve Rogers. They were childhood friends. So he's trying to honor Steve's legacy, but he still has that specter of like being the Winter Soldier. No, hello, pay me to write this crap. You know what I'm saying? Why did they do this? Why? And when they did this, they made a monumental mistake that they cannot walk back. So what do, guys? They double down and double down and double down and double down.
Adam Trey says the Black Hornet instead of the Green Hornet. Captain Melanin.
They're cooked. And guys, what is that movie called? Do you guys see that new Netflix stupid movie?
Oh yeah. The 388 with the women that are
you guys see this?
The mail.
Guys, look at this. So there's this new World War II movie called The 6888 or whatever. And it's like a bunch of like it's a true story, right? Of this black platoon of secretaries that got rid of a mail, like a backlog of mail. That's the whole story. They were breaking barriers. They were, doing things that people, they risked their lives sorting the mail? What are you talking about? They didn't, what? This is a crazy, you know how many different stories that they could have told? And they told this one to act like these chicks' efforts were vital to the war effort. They were sorting mail. Guys, why? Why? This is proof that modern women want credit for doing basic things. They sorted the mail. They're in England in the last 5 months of the war sorting mail.
And the sad part about it is because the Critical Drinker had a video on this where he named like 4 other instances with women that could have been covered. The Night Witches in the Soviet Union, where these women were freaking flying biplanes and freaking literally climbing out onto the wings to drop bombs, or that Soviet sniper woman who took out like 320 Nazi German soldiers.
Hey guys, look. Why didn't they tell the story of the Black Panthers, the very first black tank battalion? Guys, these guys had an amazing story. They were training, and they weren't allowed to actually fight until, I think it was like the vice president's wife was like, hey, look, I want them to tell me about tanks. And then they let these guys fight, and because they were training so hard, they were one of the best tank battalions in the war. Why didn't they tell this story? Oh, because they're men, that's why. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
I think that this is like the carryover. There's going to be some momentum because stuff was in the pipeline that they have to produce. But I would say that like a year from now, the whole roster of movies coming out will be different. Like I think this must be a carryover. Like they were full steam ahead with.
Yeah. Because remember they actually planned these projects like 3 to 5 years in advance. So you'll see a lot of stuff that's
because the budgets are so high.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to.
But I think
Which
that
is why
towards
it's so tough. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
that towards the end of 2025, you're gonna see a major shift in content. And guys, put a 1 if you agree that just like Wolverine and Deadpool proved, you're gonna need a lot more white boys on the screen. You're gonna see all these cisgendered hetero white male actors.
Here I come to save the
day. AJ, can I share something about my thing for 2025?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let me hit present, share screen.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Here, you're just gonna see all these white Hollywood male actors sitting on the tires to Hollywood, right?
Want to get out of here?
2 days ago, I saw a vehicle that had hauled that tanker. You want to get out of here? You talk to me.
Here, go for it, dude. Here, let me stop sharing. Here you go. But yeah, guys. Yeah. White boy summer. That's how it's gonna be, man. You know. I gotta hit this. There we go.
Okay, so if you guys are following my channel, you guys know my favorite thing to talk about is modern women in debt, student loan debt in particular. Guys, don't get with a woman with a whole bunch of student loan debt. A woman's debt should be a disqualifier for consideration for serious relationship or marriage. Don't do it. Well, the orange man is coming for those student loans. He's coming for them. This is literally in Forbes magazine. What will Orange Man's second term mean for student loans? This is fresh off the press. December 17th. So they talk about, the Trump administration coming into the White House. They're already going to focus on that save plan, income-driven repayment stuff that Biden put into term. Okay, so the biggest thing, all the rhetoric has been about the potential end of the U.S. Department of Education. It says Orange Man has repeatedly said he will put an end to the U.S. Department of Education, but abolishing a government agency requires an act of Congress. However, it's still possible this could happen considering Republicans have the majority in both the House and Representatives and the Senate. So this person says an end to the Department of Education would be a federal oversight of student loan programs could be transferred to other agencies altogether. This create a whole host of problems, including the risk of creating a patchwork system with inconsistent policies, fewer borrowing protections, and increased administrative challenges. So the odds are it go to the Department of the Treasury or something like that. However, if the Department of Education comes to an end, it's likely most borrowers won't experience many changes in the short term. For example, existing contracts with loan servicers like Mohela will simply transfer to the federal agency, to a new federal agency. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, weird. Okay, and then it says there's a strong possibility that the Save Income-driven repayment plan will be struck down by the courts in the coming months. Now, guys, the SAVE plan was about having that landing, what do they call it? Like a landing pad where, I think 30% of borrowers were already in default after 2 months, but like their default on the student loans won't count against the credit. And they have all these different chances to have different levels of loan payments. All that's gone. All that's gone. And then this is, however, they're also going to come after the public student loan forgiveness program because Orange Man proposed to ending that and would propose significant changes to IDR plans as part of a broader student loan reform. So, so instead of having multiple income-driven plans, he wants to have just one. So you're going to have regular plans and then just one income driven plan, and that's it. And guys, this is far overdue because there needs to be changes so these modern women Stop going to these high-priced institutions to get degrees that aren't worth the paper that they're printed on, to get jobs that aren't going to make them any money. Come on, guys. So I'm hoping that this comes in with the vengeance. I'm hoping that all this income repayment stuff goes away, all this forbearance stuff goes away, and women get smashed by these student loan payments. Because then all this garbage about, oh yeah, modern women own more homes than men and are doing so much better is because they're skirting all the student loan debt. That's why. What's up?
Yeah, and another thing too, I think, guys, they owe 75% of all the student loan debt. Taxpayers' money pays off these student loans with the forgiveness, right? That means us men who pay most of the taxes, they're expecting us men to pay off all their debt. Clown world. Yeah. And guys, they've been in default, right? But now the government's going to start collecting on student loans. So all these chicks that were talking about being strong and independent,
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
They're cooked. They're cooked. They're absolutely cooked. Guys, my next prediction, guys, you are going to see a lot more chicks, especially all you guys over 35, a lot more chicks hitting you guys up on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, all these girls, because they're broke as a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because, guys, the economy for like the next 6 months is going to be pretty bad. Watch. It is.
Well, you know why, right? We talked about this offline. Remember, this year was an election year, so they always do all sorts of shenanigans to prop up the economy, so the existing administration can say, "See, the economy's doing great. We have all this stuff going on," but all that's gonna go away next year.
A degree in crotch cannibal studies.
One last part. It says a renewed focus on private student lending. Orange Man's previous statements on student loans and its proposed into the U.S. Department of Education may also signal a shift away from reliance on the government to support higher education funding. It says Orange Man has indicated a desire to move the federal student loan system towards private lending, under which generally there is no time-based forgiveness or forgiveness in any form on the table. Let's go, dude. Can you imagine if 2-3 years from now all you can take out are private student loans?
Hilarious. Bryce Cooley says, so what's next for Democrats? Who will lead the party? And post Biden's, that man is Gavin Newsom. Guys, do you know how many Republicans are hoping that they run Gavin Newsom against whoever runs next time?
Against JD.
Gavin Newsom would get destroyed. Look at how California is now. Gavin Newsom would get destroyed. Guys, they're better off running Knucklehead Harris again than Gavin Newsom. He has no leg to stand on. Guys, he's presiding over California. That's the most red that California has been in, 60 years? Absolutely insane. Let's not forget, it was Dementia Joe who made student loans forgivable, even in the case of bankruptcy.
One last
part, guys, and
go ahead.
Mobile. Keep going on the student loans, and then we'll move on to something else.
The last part. If you have federal student loans in limbo and you're worried about the future, there's nothing you can do right now other than prepare for the inevitable. With little political appetite for student loan forgiveness in the incoming administration, you'll need to be ready to make payments on student loan debt for at least the next 4 years. If you signed up for the Save Income Driven plan and your payments are currently paused, for example, you should start budgeting for monthly loan payments so you can pick up with them as soon as you can. If you're currently repaying loans on any other repayment plan, you can continue making room for these payments in the future. There you go, guys. The bill's coming due.
Yep.
Orange Man's coming for that money, man. He's
Yep.
gonna be shaking these broads. No, he's gonna be flipping them upside down and shaking the money out of their pockets, guys. I'm telling you.
Bryce Cooley says Roland Martin pointed out the reason why Biden won in 2020 is because he's a white male. Please, guys, come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Right? Like. Okay, he says Harris didn't carry those white voters in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. Well, guys, we all know about Roland Martin, right? he likes booty cheeks and not the female kind, right? And then number 2, guys, sexism has nothing to do with why Knucklehead Harris didn't get any white voters in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia. Sexism and race has nothing to do with it. That's the reason why no one trusts the wokey wokes anymore. Because guys, that's how stupid they are. They actually want to believe that the only reason why Knucklehead Harris lost is because of sexism or racism, right? Absolutely insane. You know what I mean? Now, guys, so my next prediction. Guys, Canada's not having it anymore. Trudeau's out of there, and you're going to see a huge shift.
Yep.
Well, what do you think? You're in Canada, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think that, like, I mean, even my older sister, who is pretty liberal, she even thinks they're going to get decimated. And the liberal, for those people who don't follow Canadian politics, the Liberal Party is the equivalent of the U.S. Democrats, and the Conservative Party is the equivalent of the U.S. Republicans. And so right now in Canada, we've got a liberal prime minister who's basically the equivalent. He's basically the equivalent of Harris.
That's, I mean,
seriously, it's like
it lightly.
Yeah, it's like we've had Kamala Harris for 8 years running the country, and you can imagine how bad it is. And so Canada is paying huge price.
Look, 2 words describe Justin Trudeau.
Beta female.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. He picked his cabinet. And not based on merit. He basically said, I want 50% women and 50% men.
What?
Not based on merit. He picked the numbers. He said, I want 50% of my cabinet to be women. Like it was the most ridiculous. You're like, to run the country, it wasn't based on merit. It was based on their sex. And this is our country. So it's unbelievable. But no, so I think that I think 2025 we're gonna have a big.
Here, Doug, I'm gonna take the thing back.
Oh, go ahead. I'll stop sharing. Sorry about that.
About it becoming the 51st state.
Yeah.
Here we go.
By heading overseas, and quite the Christmas message from Donald Trump, buying Greenland from Denmark, taking back the Panama Canal, and issues with Canada. He even speculated about it becoming the 51st state.
Yeah. That's payback to Trudeau.
Chris Mike, what's up, dude? Warm it up, Chris. How you doing, man?
Who he despises, and Justin Trudeau lauded it over Trump, particularly when he left office. So that's just to needle Justin Trudeau, who's on his way out.
Well, he said Wayne Gretzky should be the ice hockey player.
Yes. You've got to admit there's some humour. But there's method to his madness on Greenland and Panama Canal. He feels that American shipping, particularly the American Navy, are paying too high a transit fee for the Panama Canal, given that Americans built it and paid for it.
I was going to say, which we built in the first place. Clown world.
Mind you.
Benny says, does Canada even have elections? Or can they just ask him to leave? Yeah. Kick him out. You know what I mean? And, all right, Mobile, what do you think of the whole immigration thing that Knucklehead Trudeau... that testicleist.
You would it's been a total disaster. And I mean, where I live, I live in the province that is the most conservative in Canada. So we're pretty far removed, and we're actually, there's quite a bit difference in Canada, between the eastern or central and eastern part of Canada, and so it's we don't see it truthfully here. We don't see it as much as they do, like in Ontario. It's brutal, but it's been a complete disaster. Well, it's been a complete disaster from the average Canadian's perspective. But remember, if you think about Trudeau, just consider him. He's an equivalent of Harris. He's as bad as she is, but he's been here for 8 years. So we've had 8 years of him, and I mean, he said things like, and this is so. He said these, and this is, I'm just paraphrasing here, but he's referred to white Canadians as legacy Canadians, because he says that they're legacy Canadians.
What?
Yeah, he's referred to white Canadians as legacy Canadians.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Brutal. But I think that even people who are, like, if you take British Columbia, which is typically quite leftist, even they're turning against him. So I think that they're going to get that whole Liberal Party's going to get pretty decimated, in 2025, because it's been a disaster. The immigration has been a total disaster, and even the immigration minister who oversaw it said they went too far. But I mean, like our prime minister was a drama teacher.
Who was the guy? Who was the guy that was like the head of immigration, and they made him an head of something else? And they were like, "Dude, you made this problem, and now they're asking you to fix it." I forget who it was.
I'd have to think. I'll have to look. I've been, the truth is I used to follow quite closely, but this is our second, in Canada Trudeau's father was prime minister here for a number of years, and he also wrecked the country. He also wrecked it, and so Justin Trudeau's just doing what his dad did well. So.
Okay, so someone has said that Elon and Vivek are trying to flood this country with like millions of Indians. Waiters are low. Now here's the thing, guys. So I looked into this, and here's the issue, right? I get what they're saying, but they're saying for engineering jobs and all that. They aren't, guys. Come on, like Elon Musk is trying to say that America's falling behind when it comes to engineering jobs and like highly specialized jobs. So take guys from India and other places and hire them here. Okay, now I get that. That's not millions of people. So there aren't millions of like software engineering jobs, right? But at the same time, where they're going wrong is saying, look, we're going to invest into American programs to get Americans to fill those jobs. I don't care if there's there's a million qualified Indian people over in India. Why import them when we can make it more? We can educate more of our populace to go to MIT and all of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Bryce says, we're not bringing blonde. Well, the reason why blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans is because a lot of those engineering staff in Germany stay in Germany because there's a lot of jobs there. Germany's an engineering, specialized manufacturing capital. They don't have to go anywhere. Guys, there's a reason why Mercedes, BMW, and Audi build cars either in the United States or in Mexico, because it's cheaper to pay Americans than to pay Germans. In Japan.
I gotta drop out. Okay?
All right, cool. It's cheaper to pay Americans than to pay Japanese. Right? And guys, Bryce, I'm gonna correct you here. Germany's not a white country. I'll tell you why, right? Guys, black and white are the terms are strictly American terms, right? For people like me whose ancestors came over on ships, I can't go to Africa and say, guess what? I'm African. I'm not. I'm black, but I'm a black American. In the same way that a person whose family immigrated from Germany in 1885, that you aren't German anymore. You cannot go to Germany and say, guess what? I'm German. You are a white American. China is not an Asian country. It's a Chinese country. Germany is not a white country. It's white racially, but it's ethnically German. So don't get the ethnicity and the race mixed up, okay? And a lot of Germans don't have blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? Every single German person I know, other than one, has dark hair and dark eyes. So, well, what it is there's a deficit in people that qualify for these, systems engineers and microprocessor engineer jobs. There's a severe deficit in the United States. All of us can agree, right? And what Elon's saying, and what he's in the wrong, is saying, let's fill those jobs with people from other countries to make our economy stronger. Which, I mean, technically, what America used to do is have a points system. We would let immigrants in based on their usefulness to the country. That's the thing. I think Canada is the only place in the world who still does that, right? It's either family or your merit. So in that way, if they could base it on how useful you are to America, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I guess. And plus, guys, 77% or 75% of America is still white Americans, right? So having 50,000 or 10,000 software engineers from Bangladesh or India is not going to dent the population. What we have to worry about more is these migrants coming in to Chicago, Boston, you know what I mean, in New York.
Yeah, you want skilled labor coming in.
Yeah. And that's how the United States was up until about 1990 something. They got rid of the merit-based immigration system. Guys, think about this. Think about how many people came over from Eastern Europe, from France, Germany, Italy, North Africa, that were people that could build things, manufacture things in the late 1800s and early 1900s, right? There was a system that they would use where they said, look, how useful are you to the United States? So I'm assuming that's what they're saying, but at the same time, dude, now's probably not the time to be leaning into this. Not when the border is what is one of the major topics of this election. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, I think people.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody. I think the people applying for visas, I think makes sense. I think people are taking. I mean, all the exception and angers aimed at people who are just jumping the queue, right? And people just coming in illegally.
Yeah.
I think going through and processing through the proper paperwork channels makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. Yeah, so you can see that Nikki Haley was trying to talk bad about Vivek and saying that there's nothing wrong with American workers, American culture. It is, guys. Put a 1 Guys, rate our public education system on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. I'm talking K through 12. Everyone in the chat, I want you to rate the current. Chris Mike says 0. Look at that, guys.
I can't comment on it, but I've seen some horrid
videos. So there's a whole bunch of jobs, highly skilled jobs, where you're working in these factories producing, microchips and robots and all this stuff. You expect a school system right now that we're all giving a 0, the highest I've seen a 5, to be able to fill those jobs. That's what Elon Musk is saying. But instead of saying, look, we want to change things so that we can make our education system an 8 or a 9, he's trying to say that we should import people to fill those jobs because we're losing in the meantime. So I get it. It's just not the right time to say this, and it's just not. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But he's saying I'm referring to bringing.
It's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, to bringing in via legal immigration, the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential to keeping America winning. Now, Tesla, your GM, Microsoft, right? Google, they use those types of people in these engineering jobs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now, Steve, Elon might pay foreigners less money in his overseas factories, but they get paid pretty good for Tesla over here. Tesla and SpaceX and all of that. So
yeah, I was reading something that's like that's one of the hardest places to get a job.
Yeah,
it's in such demand, like working for his company. So
yeah.
I don't know. To Steve's point, I don't think that.
I think by the way, guys, just like Black conservative perspective said, this is an argument over policy, right? So this is not a bad argument to have. The wokey are completely in a civil war. The heart and soul of the wokey woke party, the Democrats, is at war. You got the corporate knuckleheads, the Kamala Harris fighting the AOCs. You know what I'm saying? All we can do, guys, is point and laugh. Right, but yeah, back to Canada though, guys. Hold on. Look at this.
I think that whole it's like an emperor has no clothes moment for them.
Yeah, this is hindsight, right? Look at this.
Cost of living. I was skipping meals because I was struggling to afford my food and my rent.
2 million Canadians had to use the food bank in 1 month alone.
No wonder crime is rocketing after 8 years of Justin Trudeau.
Look at that.
Canada is worse than you think. Just 2 years ago.
I'm going to drop the link to this in the chat, guys. Look at this. This guy here, Hindsight, he does a video on Canada and he does one on the UK. The only place more cooked than Canada is the UK. Anyone in this chat who's in the UK, I want you to explain how cooked the UK is right now. Dude, they are screwed.
Simple 2-bedroom apartment in Toronto cost on average 2,400 Canadian dollars. Today, that's 3,300.
Look at that. Cooked. Oh yeah, Ken. Yeah, the UK, no hope in sight. Right? Guys, the UK is basically Rome at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like they are Rome at the very, very end. Because they let Was it you, Tom, who said something about like more money is spent when you put 304s in position of power? I think. If that was you, can you put your comment again? You know what I'm saying?
An average increase of 25% per year, and that's not an outlier.
I just found out my rent's gonna be increased from $2,100 a month to $2,400 a month for a one-bedroom condo in Toronto.
Look at that.
In most Canadian cities, you would need to earn at least double the minimum wage to afford a one-bedroom apartment, and you can forget about buying. In major cities like Toronto and Vancouver, the minimum income that's required to qualify for a mortgage is double or triple the median household income.
Look at that, guys. Now, guys, let's get to the immigration part. Look at this. Hey, guys, can you...
Yeah.
Can you think of
Castro.
anyone who has a more punchable face than this guy right here?
Little Castro.
Guys, this guy has a face that you would not tire of punching.
Yeah.
Guys, look at this guy. Wow. Look at this guy right here.
He's a self-declared. He calls himself a male feminist.
Oh no, guys, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
What
Break
is
stuff.
Guys, come on, right there.
Yeah.
Right there, dude. Right there, man.
Beta female.
Inclined towards immigration. We know that immigration is a source of strength and resilience and growth for our communities.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Here we go. Look at this.
Immigration, until recently, wasn't a controversial issue. In 2018, 2/3 of Canadians believed that immigration was a good thing for their country, the highest level of any country in the OECD. But that wouldn't last.
Canadians are almost universly positively inclined towards immigration. We
That didn't age well, right, Mobile?
No.
know that immigration is a source of strength and resilience and growth for our community.
Let's see, guys, we have 86 people watching. Guys, we have 64 likes. Guys, make sure to stop. Take a second. Hit the like button. Guys, we are almost to our goal. Let me see where our goal is. Did I reach it already? I don't think so. Where'd it go? I think that the timer expired. Either way, let's see.
And that's a wonderful thing we should be very, very proud of.
Public opinion on immigration has shifted dramatically during the last years, from people feeling overwhelmingly supportive to most people feeling concerned. During the first 4 years under Trudeau, the population grew at a record pace, mostly because of immigration, and it slowed during the pandemic. And that's where the problem started.
Here we go, guys.
Canada was facing a host of challenges. One of them was a shortage of workers. There are difficulties in all major sectors, from construction to healthcare. Companies were just unable to find the people with the right skills.
It's simple to me. Canada needs more people.
This was the new Minister of
Sean
Immigration.
Fraser. This is him. Didn't they put him in charge of like economic recovery or something?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
This is the guy. Look at this guy. Guys, are there any men in politics like actual men? You know what I'm saying? What is going on?
Canadians understand the need to continue to grow our population if we're going to meet the needs of the labor force.
Fraser, like many before him, saw immigration as a tool to fix specific issues, the worker shortage, but also demographics.
You know, immigration in Canada is not just something that we do, it's who we are. It's who we've always been.
All across the Western world, the population is aging, and that is an issue. But in Canada, it is extreme. In 1971, there were 7 people of working age for each senior. In 2012, this was down to 4. The projection is that there will only be 2 workers for every retiree by 2036.
Guys, do you know how bad that is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how terrible of a statistic that is? Canada's cooked.
Yeah, it's just it's definitely, it's there's we're gonna get it. We got to get it on the right track for sure. But I think that this year,
if this graphic right here doesn't terrify you, guys, cooked.
The number of Canadians that are over the age of 75 will double over the next 2 decades.
Look at that!
While fewer people are entering the workforce.
If we don't do something to correct this demographic trend, the conversation we're going to have 10 or 15 years from now won't be about labor shortages. It's going to be about whether we have the economic capacity to continue to fund schools and hospitals and public services that I think we too often take for granted.
This inspired a radical new immigration plan.
Of course it did.
In 2022, Canada has had a record population growth, and they announced to welcome 465,000 permanent residents in 2023, 485,000 in 2024, and 500,000 in 2025.
Look at that!
1.5 million.
1.5 million people in 3 years. Guys, how many people are in Canada?
About 41 million.
Okay, guys, the United States is almost 400 million. We take 1 million people a year. Guys, they've taken a half of our. What's that?
Yeah, we have a tenth of your population, but we've taken a 50% of the number of people.
Isn't that insane?
Mm-hmm.
Mobile. I got nothing, dude. Is that what?
Yeah.
Say something.
Well, I think it's basically it's just this is. I mean, it's a complete
disaster.
It's a complete disaster. But people, the nature of the Liberal Party, they do this. They historically have always been reckless, and so this is it's kind of consistent with the way that they operate. And so this is, these kind of this wild swing is consistent with the way they operate, and they don't really. It's because they don't. The challenge is they don't really. It doesn't impact. It won't impact Trudeau. These decisions don't impact him. He's part of he's what people call a Laurentian liberal. Like they're kind of an elite. They're kind of like an old Canada elite class. It doesn't impact him, so it doesn't really matter. But it does have a huge impact on the country, and it is having a huge impact. I'm seeing it, I'm seeing it in all of my feeds and things. I mean, it's a huge thing, but they're rolling it back now, and you're gonna see a big shift away from this.
I hope so.
It will. I think
so.
There will be a huge shift away from this because people, people don't want to see this much. People are in favor of immigration.
Here's the thing, guys.
Sensible immigration,
guys,
but not this.
Because here's the race car cards out, guys. You know who's been the most affected by the migrants and illegals coming into the United States, guys? You know who, Mobile?
Who?
Black people. Black Americans have been affected more by illegal. Yes, Chris, thank you very, very much.
Mm-hmm.
We have been affected more. Georgia, what's up, dude? Clef is here. Jimmy Hayes is here. What's up, guys? As we have been disproportionately affected. Because where did they put all these migrants? In Boston, Denver, New York, Seattle. They put them in the black neighborhoods.
Well, it's a way. I mean, it's kind of a replacement, like from a philosophical perspective. Like it's consistent. Like in Canada's perspective, it's consistent with his own politics and his belief that really this is what Canada should be. He's like, Canada should be, the whites should be out, and that Canada should be replaced.
Yeah,
the population should be replaced, and it's also, from these like leftist political parties, they always benefit, like bringing in mass numbers of immigrants benefits them, right? Because they're basically they're bringing in people who are at least probably 2 to 3 generations away from threatening the elite.
Well,
right?
So if I can interrupt and let me know if you guys think that this is funny, right, guys? I did drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up, guys. Let me know your predictions for 2025, okay? Mobile, isn't that funny that the wokes want to encourage immigration, but they get people from South America and Central America, Africa, places where there's a lot of sand, that are diametrically opposed to their woke ideals.
And that's the interesting symmetry of this. That's exactly it. Is that the people that are coming in are conservative, like they really are. Like when they exert themselves. So if you bring in, say you're bringing in like from people from Latin America, or you're bringing in people from East Asia. Yeah, they are when they exert themselves, they're conservative.
Yes,
they like when they
come
in,
they are not down with all the.
They are not down with it. They're not down with it. So it's kind of like it's kind of got this reciprocal action. That they're going to, when they exert themselves, it takes them a couple of, like a generation to sort of get there, but they're religious, they're family focused, right? They aren't woke. So,
but if you look at like, I think it's like Denmark, they have to give these dudes, these young men that they import from sandy areas, a class on how to not SA women.
Oh yeah,
they have to sit through training.
Well, that's the thing.
And they still want these knuckleheads to come into their country.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Seriously, if you look what's happening in Sweden, like you look so Sweden was the first country to say in the EU, they were the first ones to say, oh, welcome them in, and they were kind of they were a big during that during the big migrations. They were one of the countries that were pulling them through Europe towards Sweden, and now they've got a huge problem on their hands. And it's like SA is up, street violence is up. Like they've got a huge problem on their hands. So it's not as ridiculous as it sounds. It's not well thought out, which makes no sense, but they don't really understand it. They're not, they don't understand how different cultures are, but they've been, yeah. And it will, but it will.
It's funny that they're like, oh, conservatives don't care about things until it affects them directly. Well, the wokes think things are a good idea until it affects them directly. Until friggin' Nug runs up on them on the street, right? Or friggin'. Or if their daughter's walking down the way and some dude jumps out the bushes and does something to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Same thing happens in Mexico.
Say again?
Same thing happens in Mexico. In Mexico City, there's lots of feminist riots per year, believe me, and they're burning down everything like Antifa. And the worst part is they end up destroying goods and business from other women.
Yeah. Sid says, "Stop! Don't touch me. This is my no-no square. Nug Nug's gonna make sure that it's his." Look at that, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, dude. Anna Kasparian's perfect. Watching her get
red pilled
in real time has been one of the highlights of 2020.
Oh, 100%. It's been beautiful to see.
She's slowly inching over here, guys. Slowly. You know what I'm saying? So.
The greatest economic opportunities of our time when people around the world are looking to move, and Canada has become the world's top destination for people who are thinking of leaving their country of origin to pursue economic opportunity elsewhere.
They saw immigration as a race for global talent, and they had every intent on winning. Their target was to have economic migrants make up 60% of newcomers.
60%.
Economic migrants basically mean totally unskilled. That's what that means. That's code. That's what it means.
An ambitious goal. And they particularly targeted workers in sectors with the highest demand, like healthcare, skilled trades, manufacturing, and technology. But when these plans were announced, immigration offices were already 2 million resident applications behind on their work.
Oops.
And there was already a shortage of housing.
When you talk about the housing crisis that we're facing, which we are facing, one of the limits on creating more housing is the challenges on having enough construction workers. And
dude, you can tell that he has one of those gimp masks from Pulp Fiction in his closet. I mean, come on, you know?
Trudeau and his cabinet members saw immigration as the solution, not the problem. And in 2023, Canada's population grew with the fastest rate in almost...
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Guys, look at this. Are you seeing this?
17.
It wasn't even done scrolling up.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Guys, what is going on? Wow. What is going on?
Years. This was the fastest growing population of any country in the OECD. More extreme voices like the Century Initiative lobby to grow Canada's population to 100 million by the end of the century.
How? Guys, this is my prediction. This is my prediction. Guys, Canada is going to swing far from the left. People have had it. People have I don't know any Canadian person that likes Justin Trudeau or anyone that has anything to do with him.
The plan was endorsed by a former prime minister, and lobbyists included several advisors to Justin Trudeau and his cabinet members. 7% of people believed that there was too much migration to Canada in 2023. This was up to 51%.
Look at that.
And in 2024 to 58%.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be a...
All right, well, behind me is the Take Back Canada March against mass immigration.
In July 2024, there were protests.
There's a lot of disaffected Canadians here who feel like
guys, look, you see, there's Asian people, there's black people. Guys, this is not just a race thing. This is a nationality thing. Look at that.
Government has not been listening to them.
This was an unusual sight in Canada.
And what happens to the election in 2025? Is mass immigration going to become the main issue in the election, or are politicians going to try to run away from it like they seem to be doing right now?
In 2025, there are federal elections in Canada, and Trudeau might lose his seat.
Two broccoli heads was $11.44. $11.44 at Save on Foods in Langley.
Like, we have a serious problem here in Canada. Just came to $218. How?
The government likes to publish figures that show how the economy is growing. This is technically true, but the growth is primarily fueled by a growing population. Per capita growth is down along with individual living standards.
This apartment is 750 square feet, and I pay $4,300 a month.
Whoa!
Yep. We know that leftists aren't fiscally responsible. Period.
Not at all.
And so when he came into power, so 8 years ago, it was 3 months in that they declared that they weren't operating under a budget. They said this. His finance minister at the time said this. So they won the election, and he said we're not operating under a budget.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. It's so in COVID. Oh, pardon me.
Cough, please.
Cough. But they it was wild spending. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in a lot of Western countries, but here it was wildly disproportionate government spending, wildly high inflation. This is all, they've been a train wreck, right? So similar to what's happening elsewhere in other Western countries. This will go through a healing process where there's a big purge. There'll be a big
portrayed
purge.
as the cause of the problem.
They miscalculated how much immigrants they want. They miscalculated how much housing they have, how much they could accommodate over here, and now they are blaming all it on us.
Trudeau's approval rating dropped in September 2024 to just 33%.
He was lower than Weekend at Bernie's, man. Dude, how bad does someone have to be to have a lower approval rating than Dementia Joe, dude? Come on.
And only 26% favored him as the prime minister. He had to turn this around.
God, please. How? There's no way.
There's no way. He won't. It's not going to happen.
There's no way.
Happen.
Well, guys, Canada's cooked, but I think that they'll make a comeback, right? Now, guys, the race card's still out. Because my next prediction, guys, is that you're going to see more and more left-leaning cities getting rid of their woke DAs and passing things like Proposition 36. Was it 40? No, 47 or whatever. That they're going to be tough on crime. And all these knuckleheads that are stealing and doing all stuff, they're going to go to jail. That's why so much of California flipped red. It was Oakland, San Francisco, they all fired their friggin' woke DAs. You know what I'm saying?
Second year in a row. Take a look at this data. After a plateau during COVID, violent crime here spiked, even though it dropped across the nation.
Now, with all these liberal policies essentially killing the state of California.
Props to Nate the lawyer, man. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, go over there.
California, something very interesting happened. During the last presidential election, Trump didn't win the state of California, but he damn sure did better than any Republican has done in a generation. Check it out.
In the state of California, Donald Trump flipped 10 blue counties into red counties. Let's take a look at the map. This is the electoral map. First one on the left-hand side, of course, is from 2020.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
2020. And then, would you look at that? One of the most liberal parts of the country has become increasingly red. I wonder why that happened.
So now that brings us back to Proposition 47 that essentially made shoplifting and some minor crimes legal, and on top of that released thousands of felons back in the community.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. So the debate basically, you can shoplift and steal. You know what I'm saying? And of course, all these knuckleheads said, okay, cool. Let's go.
Well, on the California ballot, there was a repeal of Proposition 47. And this time it was called Proposition 36.
Prop 36 would roll back changes to criminal laws in California that were made by voters a decade ago. In the year 2014, California voters passed Prop 47, downgrading a bunch of drug and theft crimes from felonies to misdemeanors.
Look at that.
Prop 36 would reverse many of those changes. Right now, California laws make it a misdemeanor to steal property worth $950 or less.
Think about, guys, how much stuff is less than $950. TVs, cell phones, groceries, all types of stuff. What are you talking about? And of course, why? Mobile. Why do you think they did this?
Why do you think they capped it?
No. Why do you think that they passed this law to make this a misdemeanor in the first place?
Well, it's
because the system is racist and it's out to target black and brown Americans. Please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked.
It's part of that same. It's part of that same ideology. They say, decriminalize drugs, right?
Yeah. What's exactly
which
what
leads,
Portland, Oregon did.
Yeah, which leads to disaster. Yeah.
Hey, what province are you in? You know what I'm asking?
Alberta.
Okay, so Vancouver, BC. I mean, BC is right beneath you. Vancouver decriminalized all drugs too.
Yeah, and it turns into a disaster. I mean, it was a pretty trendy idea that was sort of making the rounds through. Like, I mean, years ago, I used to subsist on a pretty heavy diet of like geopolitical news, and I used to follow it. And it was a sort of a trendy idea, was treating drug addiction like a health issue, right? And so it kind of wove its way into that kind of leftist politics, and then now you're seeing that, and they started decriminalizing it, but it's a disaster. It's a disaster where it goes.
Now Portland, Oregon, and
Vancouver
look like friggin' Thunderdome. You understand?
Yep, they do.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Under Prop 36, that crime would become a felony if the offender had 2 prior theft convictions.
So opponents to Prop 36 promptly came out and called this.
Of course, here we have some woke friggin' civil rights leader, quote unquote, watch.
Bill racist, if this was a racist attempt to harm black and brown people.
Prop 36 reminds me of the bipartisan failures we should have learned from over the last 3 decades.
Want to reverse us back to those days where they could lock up as many black and brown people as possible.
But
you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world. Yeah. Think about how racist that is. I say punishing theft is punishing black people, as if we're just unable to steal. Insane, guys.
California had enough with the race baiting, and they had enough with the crime. So 70% of them said, we're going back to a time of sanity.
71%. It passed. 71% of the vote, guys.
Yeah.
71%. Look at that, guys.
A time of sanity. We're going to repeal Prop 47 by passing Prop 36 with 70% of the vote.
36 gotten a whole lot of attention. This is the issue over whether to reform Prop 47 and make changes when it comes to crime. That's winning big. We can now call that Prop 36 is going to pass.
So Prop 36 is now law, but not everyone has gotten the message.
Kern County's first felony case under Prop 36 played out in court Monday. This man, Dustin Towery, and another man allegedly stole 2 electric scooters from the Target at the shops at Riverwalk earlier this month.
Had it been before the passage of Prop 36, he would have been given, if caught, which he resisted arrest, but if caught, he would have been given a citation and a promise to appear.
Now, that gentleman was the first gentleman charged under the new law. But remember, this law...
That guy right there...
Some people are really fucking stupid.
...had been in effect for 10 years. Remember, shoplifting was a misdemeanor. You couldn't even get arrested for it. But now, with new laws, you can. And that's what this alleged shoplifter...
Yeah, you
just
remember
that? It's new laws. Stealing is a felony.
That needs to be on a shirt.
And this is Orange County, bitch. They don't play. That's why I asked what county is this. That's where I went to jail last year and got on probation for a year for still out of Target.
Now, police identified these women allegedly through surveillance footage. Like this woman's sweater seems to match the sweater of one of the suspects. And her friend had some very unique footwear.
So stupid.
Yeah.
How stupid can people be?
You know, AJ,
Uh-huh.
I'll have to find you this thing, but I just read it the other day on X, and it was something to the effect that the woke progressive ideology, I think it was called the Kohlberg scale. Anyway, they were talking about how they rank it, but the problem is that they equate morality with niceness. And so this is why this is what their point is, that they equate morality with niceness, not with what is socially sort of just. And that's sort of the next level. So the issue is that when they do these proposition, whatever it was at 47, where it's part of the ideology is that it's more moral to be nice to people. So that's
than actually tell the truth.
And actually tell the truth. And so,
but guys, hold on. Who would say that? What gender would agree with that or push that more? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Women, right?
Yeah,
come on.
Exactly.
Women, they would rather be nice than truthful, right?
Yeah.
They'd rather lie to their friends and say, "Oh, you're a 10," or you're not 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's all part of the same milieu, you know.
Guys, my next prediction is that the Iowa State model that I dropped the video on, where they drop kick their gender and lesbian studies. I guarantee a lot more schools are going to do the same thing. And the next, I'm going to say about 8, 9, 10 months. Because, guys, these gender studies and woke studies, they cost a lot of money. And just like DEI jobs, the only reason why they actually do it is because if they didn't have them there, they would be considered racist, right? Absolutely insane. And look at this.
Legislature, which passed SF 2435, banning diversity, equity, and inclusion offices from public universities. In response to that law, the Iowa State University administration...
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some f***ing ass.
But you know, when I look at this, it makes me realize how wafer thin that whole ideology is. Because I look at this guy and he's going on about this, and before this turn happened, when they still have a lot of power, someone like him would wield a lot of power. Now I look at him like it's some goof in pajamas.
Now, there's a discussion going on in the chat, and they're talking about legalizing drugs, right? Drug use is not to say that drug use is a sole measure of a society itself, just that it's a social issue, not legal. Make it a legal issue is not the way to deal with it. Okay, so guys, there's okay. Guys, a good amount of drugs like heroin, fentanyl, all the you can't use those meth. You can't use them recreationally. You just can't, right? those types of users hurts society. That's why there's different schedules of drugs, right? There's Schedule A or whatever, right? Now, guys, those schedules are influenced by Big Pharma, blah, blah, blah. But all in all, certain drugs, it becomes a moral as well as a legal issue. We cannot legalize all drugs, right? But then there's certain drugs, like for instance, pot. Guys, I don't smoke pot, but I don't see why it's illegal. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But drugs like heroin, fentanyl, spice, crack, meth, those drugs shouldn't be legal. And I'll tell you why. Because Portland, Oregon, guys, they legalize all drugs. So, guys, in the chat, look at this. Here it is. Look at this. This ABC News.
About a 50-50 shot. Yeah.
This is Portland, Oregon, 2 years after decriminalizing personal amounts of hard drugs. The open drug use, the deaths, worse than ever.
Where are we here now?
This is Skidmore Fountain, which has been called Fentanyl Fountain by some of the folks that we've interacted with.
Police officer David Bayer patrols downtown. Measure 110, the ballot initiative that brought in decriminalization, changed his job.
See this guy right here?
Yeah, guys, Chris, I would argue that most drugs need to be illegal. Most. You know what I'm saying? Because, guys, like pot, fine, but whatever, but things like spice and fentanyl, I can't name anything else other than maybe shrooms and weed that would be decent, and then alcohol. But I even think that nicotine should be illegal. But the cost, the cost of law enforcement of damage to public property and private property, how the fentanyl crisis has overwhelmed our medical system, right? And also, guys, if you legalize things, you don't punish stuff, that it's going to increase. Look at what they just said about stealing. When California stopped punishing theft, what happened? The theft increased. When Portland decriminalized drugs, it became the haven for drug users. And now I think it's almost 40% of Portlandians are going to move out of Portland in the next 3 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Watch this.
What's he doing?
He's probably smoking fentanyl. See that?
Yeah.
And we're in what's basically a police car. It's unmarked, but we're pretty obviously the police.
So watch. Now he's gonna give him a little ticket because he can't arrest him. You know what I'm saying? He can't arrest him. It's gotten so bad, guys, that Montana and Idaho, if you get caught with drugs, they'll say, "Look, you can either go to jail or get a ticket to Portland, Oregon."
There, put that knife away, please. What are you smoking?
Fetty.
Okay, just powder fentanyl?
Yeah.
Is that what you drop right there?
Yeah.
Right there? Can you pick that up so someone else doesn't find it or a kid doesn't find that, please?
Under Measure 110, Bayer writes a $100 ticket.
Look at that.
The fine will be waived if this man phones a treatment hotline.
Hey, man. No, number to call in the back for treatment. Right on. Good luck to you.
Yes, he's so toothless. It's so toothless. What a disaster.
Most likely, yeah. About a 50-50 shot. Yeah.
A recent audit found just 1% of people receiving tickets have actually called the hotline.
Look at that.
I got Narcan on one. Hey, we gotta go. My partner's calling me, asking for Narcan.
Okay. And that means...
Yeah, the drugs...
Someone's overdosing.
Eventually.
They result in so many deaths, right?
Yep.
Because the production's uncontrolled.
Yeah, and now they've actually recriminalized drugs. Look at this.
Oregon's first-in-the-nation drug decriminalization law is being rolled back now that the governor has signed House Bill 4002. The Oregon House and Senate passed the bill to reinstate criminal penalties for the possession of small amounts of drugs last month. The bill creates an unclassified misdemeanor for people caught with small amounts of drugs like fentanyl. It comes with a punishment up to 6 months in jail. But the bill also allows counties to opt into a deflection program, referring people to treatment programs instead of...
Now, guys, please don't type in all caps in the chat. I would appreciate that. Let's not do that, guys. And also, guys, people, I have Chinese friends. They have nothing to do with fentanyl, dude. Like, deport all Chinese. Why would that work when they have nothing to do with it? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, please don't type in all caps in the chat.
...of jail.
So, yeah, guys.
The bill...
Look at that, man. So, it's been one big nightmare. All because they thought that this would be this awesome thing to do. And look, here you go.
Local businesses in downtown Portland say they're losing customers due to an open-air drug market that has popped up on Southwest 13th and Yamhill.
Fox 12's McKenna Mark spoke with business owners and Portland police today about what's been happening on this.
Carlos X, that's right. Carlos X lived in Portland. He said it. You walk by people shooting up on the street of a few times. Facts. Yeah, guys.
Streets and shares their concerns tonight.
I'm standing right at the intersection of Southwest 13th and Yamhill in downtown Portland, and this is where police have been monitoring the latest open-air drug market. Now, while police are working to get users and dealers off the streets, local businesses tell me this has been an ongoing issue, and it's bad for business.
Especially on 13th Avenue where I am, they feel very comfortable.
13th and Yamhill is the newest location for yet another open-air drug market in downtown Portland. People tend to gather here, especially after dark, to buy, sell, and use drugs. I spoke to Sam Zohari, the owner of Archive Photo. He didn't want to appear on camera, but says this issue is present at all hours of the day, and it's affecting his business.
I will have to clean pieces of aluminum foil, needles. There's often graffiti done, of course, on the window, and this is a daily scene, basically.
Zohari said he's even...
No, guys, the bad people down in Mexico buy the chemicals from China, make it and send it up through our borders. So China sells the chemicals to anybody, right? Like, it's just a market, right? And then the people in Mexico that are bad are their number one customers. You know, so
had to wipe blood off of his doors and windows. His customers say they feel unsafe coming downtown, despite having been in business since 1994. So Harry says he's now lost 60% of his clientele.
60%.
Portland police say they are aware of the drug market. Officer Eli Arnold tells me that on Wednesday night, PPB picked up multiple drug dealers in this area.
You know, I'm getting paid to deal with this, and so. But, you know, if you're somebody who's just trying to go about your life and this pops up in front of you, it's got to be really hard. So we try to minimize the impact.
And business owners say they're feeling those impacts. Christine Burmeister, who owns Taylor Street Kitchen and the Daily Feast, tells me it's only gotten harder to own a business in downtown Portland.
And it's very, very hard as a business owner and as...
But the wokey wokes that are in charge, they don't even live in Portland proper. You know what I'm saying? They all live in gated...
I know. I wonder how she voted.
Exactly. Yep. Facts.
As a manager, to deal with people coming into your business and you don't know, like, are they going to start raving? Are they going to start ranting? Are they going to pass out? Are they going to die?
But the thing about these open-air drug markets is that once you clean up one of them, another will pop up somewhere else.
Damn. Yep. Yep. Hey, guys. Carlos X. Whoops. Where'd he go? Guys, Carlos X was in Portland until earlier this year, and then he got the hell out. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, everyone give Carlos X a round of applause, man. Ridiculous. Why would anyone stay in Portland, Oregon? Why?
Let's go.
Okay. We were right here. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't even translate this knucklehead right here. Sorry, guys. Hey, guys, make sure that you join the Discord, guys. I'll drop the link to that. Let me just do this right now. 1 second.
Administration has come out with their plan, how they want to restructure their programs in order to be compliant.
Guys, we have 100 people watching, guys. We have 78 likes. Maybe stop and take a second and hit that like button. So we are trying to hit 100 likes, guys. So make sure to do that. If you're new here, thanks for being here. Guys, make sure you are subbed, guys, because YouTube's been doing that thing again where they unsub people. It's weird. I don't know why. There's a couple channels that I'm subscribed to, and I'm like, that one of their videos popped up. I'm like, why am I not subbed anymore? So guys, please make sure you are subscribed.
This bad law, watering down everything it stands for. Futures of these programs in future years are looking uncertain, so we need people to stand up now.
Our lawmakers need to know that we will not be legislated out of existence, and that passing laws prohibiting the acknowledgement of minority groups will only cause harm. Furthermore, if you think that you are safe from this kind of legislation...
Isn't this right?
Shut up, lesbian.
Yeah.
Isn't this right here? This is right here. These two knuckleheads who saw everything wrong with America in like a 45-second clip, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right here. These two idiots right here, man. Look at that, guys. Come on.
I want to bully. Really fucking stupid. They deserve it. Start throwing elbows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people, they've had it. You know what I'm saying? They've had it. Imagine that you're like, that you're John Carlos University, and you had an excellent, engineering program, accounting program, blah, 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 and then the state passes a law that says that you have to take money away from your departments that have been hallmarks of your school in order to do gender studies and women's studies. Can you imagine?
Well, we have something like that. Well, in Mexico, the education system forced the students who work full-time jobs to do social service. And we have to go service to the walkie-walkie schools and stuff like that. We can pay off, to avoid that, but it's kind of expensive. But I want to do it anyways because I don't want to deal with the walkie-walkie. Go back, serve in a middle school and deal with the Marxist teachers.
Yeah. Hold on. So Chris Mike says can't blame outside forces for an America not saying no to drugs. Chris, I agree. Because, guys, in the same way that I say, I don't blame the 304s, I blame simps, right? Because if there was no simps, well, there'll always be 304s, but there'll be a small amount of 304s. The only reason why there's so many gold-digging, knuckle-headed, loudmouth 304s is because there's all these simps and betas.
Mm-hmm.
If Americans would say, I don't want to say just say no, but if Americans would just stop doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Because guys, look, I think that the opioid crisis is different, and that's because Purdue and them use doctors to push this stuff, right? So that's a little bit different. But you gotta understand, the opioid crisis isn't just like some dude on the street like, what you want, man? These are doctors that were pushing this stuff on people and getting them addicted. They were using these drugs the way that they were supposed to be used, and they were still getting addicted.
Yep.
So...
If you think that just because you are not queer, if you think that just because you are not a person of color, then it means that this will not affect you, you are wrong!
Guys, this is how they fight. This is how they resist, right?
Yeah.
Sitting there annoying people.
White.
Just trying to walk to work every day. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying?
Yeah, it's like a white. Yeah, that's just the classic thing, right? The white liberal college arts. I'm guessing she's arts, and trying to say that she's defending people of color. It's just
please.
Yeah, give it a rest. Give it a rest.
Tom says, I thought that was a dude.
I have some more facts. In Mexico, a lot of politicians like to blame the violence on the guns. They like to, blame the North Americans and the Second Amendment. But in the Constitution, Mexican Constitution, we have the Article 10 that allows us to defend ourselves, but the systems like to suppress that. I feel like it's not the guns, it's the people who use them, like the cartels. And the very same politicians don't say nothing about that stupid narco music and that cancer that's tainting the youth down here.
Ryan says no, they weren't using the drugs that they were supposed to be subscribed. Yes, they were. Ryan, yes, they were. Here's the thing. There was this knucklehead who used to work for the FDA who was in league with Purdue in order to get Oxycontin through the FDA and then put on the paperwork that it wasn't addictive. And then they even changed it to say there's a very low chance of addiction. Guys, watch documentaries. A lot of people who got addicted to Oxycontin were using the drug that was prescribed in a way that it was supposed to be taken by the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And they that's why, guys, we have more elderly junkies than in the history of the United States. There's more junkies that are 65 years and older because their doctors gave them Oxycontin. They gave them one bottle. Here you go. Take these 40 pills 2 days. Two at a time. And next thing you know, Granny's out there friggin', you know what I'm saying, on the streets, trying to, slang the old, for $20 for some oxys,
People always go further. This is the beginning of a very long fight.
This is about building community. This is about letting people.
This is not the most stereotypical group of knuckleheads there are. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Find who they are. My students need that community.
Of course this is a professor. Of course this is, guys. What else do you think this knucklehead would be, right? Mm-hmm. Other than...
But I'm so glad that we will still have that community despite what the legislator is doing to us. We will still make sure to band together in opposition of anything that tries to erase us.
Guys, these knuckleheads couldn't protect a brown paper bag. Like, that's just the thing, guys. That's the thing that makes me laugh about, Antifa and all those idiots. Guys, you're trying to tell me that a bunch of overweight chicks and betas are gonna fight off men? Please. Are you serious? So.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So we got to talk about another DEI crackdown because it's not just corporations, and that applies to the major universities.
Black conservative perspective. Check them out, man.
Like, for example,
this last clip.
Administration are doing. It feels like from the Iowa State administration, they're throwing queer communities and POC communities under the bus unless you stand up for these communities at the very start and you don't give an inch.
Can you imagine having a child and raising them for 19, 20 years and this is the result?
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't do that, then the board and the legislation and even the administration...
Wait, someone says Greg is kind of a wimp? What do you mean? What is he... Why? Because he's... I don't get it. Is he supposed to be like throwing his chair across the room, or I don't know what makes him a wimp. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like I've been watching him for like the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, guys. Sorry. I have to translate again.
Silly Jedi. Silly Jedi.
You know what I mean? Like he's consistently said the same message since I've been watching him. You know what I'm saying? And he makes sense to me. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with everything anyone says. So
and will continue to roll back a lot of these programs. So it really is a matter of standing firm where we are. When I saw the center, when I saw just how welcoming and inviting
it's a religion.
it was, that really solidified that.
It is, guys. It is. This right now is the fastest growing religion that there is. It's just wokeism. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't just like a normal university that I'm going to. This is something very special. This is something very unique with 3 decades of history behind it. And it's being taken away. So it
blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but yeah, guys. So the last prediction for this year is, guys.
Hey, AJ, I gotta book out.
All right, my friend.
Thanks.
Take it easy, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Vote for the other guy and not Trudeau. Vote for anyone but Trudeau, okay? You got this, buddy. I believe. Wait.
Yeah.
When is your election in Canada?
I don't know. It'll be in 2025.
Okay.
In 2025. I gotta find out when they call it.
Okay, cool. All right, my friend. Take it easy. All right. Yeah, guys. And the last thing that I think is, guys, there's so many. Put a 1 if you've read all these articles about Orange Man captured the male audience. Hold on. Let's see. Look at this. Look at that. Why Gen Z men, they voted for Orange Man. So Gen Z men can't stand inequality. Why so many of us men voted Republican is a lesson in understanding male identity. Yes, because we don't like things not being fair, including when people blame everything on men. Think about how crazy that is to just think that men should just care about if women and LDHD TVs are being treated fair and not themselves. Look at that. And guys, this is Gen Z. Gen Z is supposed to be woke and all about, LDHD TV and all these strong and independent chicks.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world. Look, Gen Z as a bloc should have voted blue. Democrats, after all, claim to be the party of progress, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Make this bigger. Especially when you compare with the present iteration of the Republican Party. Gen Z are obsessed with safety, focus on tolerance, have no patience for inequality. Knucklehead Harris has centered herself on a key progressive issue, salvaging baby deletion, whereas Orange Man's campaign was full of sexist remarks and a promise to roll back protections of transformers in schools. And while Democratic VP knucklehead Tim Walz was hailed as a progressive champion, yeah, guys, we all know what that means, right?
Beta!
Come on, man. Trump's running mate J.D. Vance has espoused all their aggressive and demeaning views. All in all, it was true that Gen Zers that define the progressive views, social political issues, they should have voted overwhelmingly for the Democratic ticket, but they didn't do it. 54% of Americans ages 18 to 29 voted for Harris and Walz. Isn't that sad to hear, guys? This is nothing new. Young people skew blue. Yet, if what twins and others say is true, this group is uniquely concerned with social justice. That number should have been higher. I was certain that Gen Zers, regardless of their gender, educational, they would vote for Harris, but they didn't. Democrats lost a lot of footing with young voters, despite nearly every historically marginalized group, especially LDHD TV leaning left. Who then didn't vote as expected? Young Gen Z white men, mainly those without college degrees, voted overwhelmingly for Orange Man. Look at that. Zini was up. He says that Japan and Korea are in the same situation. A demographic replacement with immigration won't be. Yeah. Besides, guys, the Japanese and the Koreans, guys, they don't even want Japanese and Koreans born outside of Japan and Korea to move there. They're so xenophobic that they aren't even opening their borders, even though the population is dying. Japanese men will not simp. All these Japanese chicks, they want to be strong and independent, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And they still won't try and bend the knee and marry these woke chicks. You know what I'm saying? And guys, we've all seen the anti-ethnicist dudes in Korea. Those guys are not playing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So overwhelmingly, Gen Z, young white men, they voted for Orange Men, which is eerily similar to their just older millennial peers, also at 67%. Look at that! By comparison, young white working class Gen Z chicks were more likely to vote blue, of course, right? The answer isn't as simple as toxic masculinity. What really led white working class Gen Z men to align themselves with Orange Man, a candidate characterized by his anger, aggression, hatefulness, hegemony, and his specific brand of manhood, based on research spanning decades, including my own. It includes 3 core ideas: social psychology, conformity, motivation, and threat. Look at that. And then, of course, it gets woke. The disproportionate pressure men and boys experience to be stereotypically masculine. Look at that. Look at that. So, guys, my prediction is that you're going to see a whole lot more young men and young boys just out and out stop giving a damn about what the wokes and these chicks think. You are going to see a lot more red pill content, MGTOW content, black pill content. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear more stories about guys that were blue pill and purple pill that are straight up red pill now. There's going to be a whole influx of content creators. There's going to be more people making our talking points. You're going to see content creators' channels grow. And you're going to see a lot more red pill guys talking more, not about politics, but politics adjacent, right? Because this election, and guys, put a 1 if you agree, right? This election, you can notice more and more that this is where a lot of men of all races, colors, and creeds drew battle lines in the sand.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, people were not playing. Young men are saying no. I'm not going to You expect me to freaking vote for Tim Walz and Kamala Harris? Are you insane? Look at that. So guys, predictions. Canada's gonna go right. More woke cities are gonna refund the police and punish crimes. There's gonna be more red pill and pro male content. Hollywood is cooked. Right? Left wing content is cooked. Right? And there was one more. Oh, and then more colleges and public institutions are going to get rid of women's studies, DEI, and all this foolishness. Giancarlo, did I miss anything? Do you have any predictions?
Well, I feel like some northern states in Mexico can become part of the United States because we are tired of the small head lady and we think different. Unlike the people from Mexico City or the southern states.
Okay. Yeah. I also think that you're gonna start seeing more and more like Anna-Kasparians, like people that are on the far left, they're gonna come more towards the center or end up on the right. You know what I mean? And guys, and the economy's gonna go to crap for the first like 7-8 months of 2025. And then guys, I also predict, guys, that us men are gonna be just fine, right? But these 304s are cooked, right? Guys, us men will have our money good. We're not gonna give our money to these 304s. We're gonna save, invest, keep our heads down, right? And we're gonna mind our own business. And everything's gonna be just fine. Right, guys? Right?
Correct.
We're not gonna deal with these single moms, guys. We're not gonna stop and help these knuckleheaded chicks change their friggin' tires. Or any of this. We're not gonna do any of that. We are not going to do any of it, man. 1 second, guys. Have we seen this one? Yes. We have. So yeah, guys. Let's see. But yeah, guys. So let's switch gears here, guys. And as far as New Year's resolutions for me, guys, I'm going to try and keep this channel growing, guys. I'm going to try and do, guys, we're going to do after hours on Discord. We're going to do the end of the month roundup. We'll actually, maybe on Sundays, every other Sunday, do 2 hours on YouTube and then do after hours on Discord. Because, guys, on Discord, we can say whatever we want and do whatever we want, cuss and scream and yell, you know? So, guys, I want to be able to, guys, come on the Discord and let me know if any you guys want to do a specific panel based on any topic that you're interested in, right? Or if you want to do like an interview. If we talk about divorce and you've been divorced, we can do like an interview, do like a 25, 35-minute interview. If one of you guys wants to talk about finance, investing, etc., right? You can come on the panel early. We can talk about that stuff. So, Sin says, don't forget to blow out the 1K dudes train. Yeah, Lily's going to be a ruined mess. Yeah, guys, she said she's going to try and do 1,000. Absolutely insane. Thanks for the $5, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Guys, let's look at one body cam thing, and then, guys, we can actually jump in the Discord, guys. We can do it after hours. On the Discord, guys, there is a voice channel called After Hours. So, guys, once this live ends, guys, jump in the Discord. And we can and we can do some after hours. But guys, let's just do this here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
That's the sound of the police.
And let me just change up the ambiance here.
No, Sam, we're gonna go to my car. No. Please don't touch me. Get the off. What are you doing? Get on the ground. Get out. I don't have money.
On November.
Guys, put a 1 if you agree that stealing is these 304's number 1 pastime, right? If it was up to these 304's, it would be an Olympic sport.
November 28th, 2022, officers responded to a gas station following a report of a woman stealing alcohol, drinking it in the bathroom without paying, and then leaving the property.
Look at that.
So what happened?
So she came inside.
Okay.
She is stealing from me for a while.
Okay.
This is the first time she took the alcohol from me. What I'm worried about, she is not old enough.
Okay.
She will look like a child to me. So she's waiting. She's gonna take one of those 805 drink, hard 13% alcohol. Go to bathroom. After the bathroom, we find over there. It was almost all of it gone. I don't know if she drink it over there or she put it in a different bottle. She don't know what to do. I'm gonna call cops. I have not with that shit anymore. Yeah. So she patiently waiting. There is nobody there. And I asked her, my other associate asked her also, where is that beer what she took? She was playing stupid. She's not. She was running from all of that.
We caught you on video surveillance earlier at Loaf and Jug, stealing a beer and drinking it.
I wasn't at Loaf and Jug today.
So I had somebody physically ID you sitting here, and then I watched the video footage at Loaf and Jug, so I need you to step over to my car with me, okay?
I'm sorry, ma'am, that wasn't me. I'm actually waiting for somebody right now.
Okay, well, can you step over to my car, please?
I don't really feel like being questioned.
105.
Of course you don't.
No, Sam, we're gonna go to my car.
No. Please don't touch me. No, ma'am. I said no. No, I don't need to be touched. Get the f*** off me, dude. That wasn't me, ma'am. We're going to my car. Like, literally, this is bull. Please get off me, ma'am. We're gonna get off.
Look at the Ponytail Patrol. Look at how ineffective Ponytail Patrols are.
Please stop. Let me put my dad back on, ma'am. Let me put my dad back on. Get off of me. Get off. Get off. Get the f*** off of me. Get off of me. Let's go. Can you please have her get off of me? Oh, no. Get off. Get the f*** off. What are you doing? Get off.
Whoops. What happened?
No, Sam.
Sorry, guys.
Get off of me. Let's go. Can you please have her get off of me? Oh, no. Get off. Get the f*** off. What are you doing? Get off.
There it is, guys. Sorry.
It's time!
Get off of me, please. Get off. Get off of me. Dude, get the f***
She still hasn't got her down yet.
Get away, please!
105, I'm here.
What are you doing? You just heard a simple muni summons and you telling you. Let's talk about.
One sec.
Excuse me.
All right, here we go.
Knucklehead.
No, this is not right. What are you doing?
Mike Trimmer says female cops are ammo pickups for criminals. Oh no!
I got it.
Dude, hurt him on Charlie 111.
Double locking your cuffs so they don't get tighter. Give me a second.
Where is this?
There you go. All right, they're double locked.
Can you open the car?
Look at how tired she is, guys. Guys, what do I always say about female cops, right? Guys, what do I always say?
Get in the car.
Why are we waiting to be questioned?
Let me see your boots. Let me see your boots. Let me see your ma'am. What are you doing? Checking your boots to make sure you have no...
Thank you, Giancarlo. Useless!
Hang on, ma'am. I have my feet in them. And my socks. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Give me a minute. Where's my armor? Wait, any of you guys mind? Yeah, we'll get it. Just give us a second, okay? Keep your feet in the car.
What's her name?
Actually, I couldn't even get it.
Well, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. I'm Sergeant Canada. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand your rights? Okay.
With this in mind, do you wish to talk to us? I mean, if you want to talk to me, can. Why I didn't want to talk? Okay, so I saw you on... What is your name? It's Catherine. Catherine, what's your last name? Amatosh. I literally just had an incident at the market. What is it? C-A-T-H? It's K. Alright. So, Catherine? Is it just like... So the reason, hang on, let me talk. The reason I was contacting you is because I was at Loaf & Dark earlier today. I don't know what time I can find out, but I was there. I got a call about a female party, grabbed a beer, went to the bathroom, I left in the restroom. I don't have money and... Okay, so that's fine. So that's why I was there, okay? The person who is the manager...
Guys, make sure to smash the like button, guys. We're at 90 likes. We are trying to hit 100. We hit 100, guys. I'll sing the old Christmas carol, so...
I Loaf and Jug saw you and he called us again, okay? Okay. So that's why I contacted you. And then you refused to talk to me, you stood up and you walked away from me. When a police officer gives you a lawful command, you have to listen to them, okay? You can't just walk away because that's obstruction. Okay? Do you understand that? So you were going to jail today for obstruction, resisting arrest, and theft. Do you understand that? I understand that. Okay, I have medical here. They're gonna take a I just bought her, so...
Cannon City. Where's that? Cannon City. Guys, where is Cannon City? Let anyone know if you have an idea. Cannon City. Ohio. Aha! It's Canyon City. Ohio, Florida.
She's not...
Alright, guys, here we go. There we go. Here we go, guys. Of course, guys. Let me just get out the race card here.
All right, Miss Renee. So, your license has been suspended since April. First of all,
guys, Rajai, anyone else who's black in the chat, guys, sound off. You know nothing good's gonna come from a knucklehead who looks like this. She's got the daishiki on her head, the dreadlocks, the goofy little spiritual earrings. Guys, come on. Nothing good can come from this, right? Look at that.
So you have like a fight. Can you turn the car off for me, actually? You have like a
take your license plate.
Financial responsibility. I don't know if you got a prior ticket. You got something that you didn't pay.
It's my insurance, and I paid that, and I paid to have my license.
Go ahead.
There's no way this is done.
Okay.
Why is he trying to open the trunk? What's going on?
So the tag, there's a seize tag order on your car.
Look at that. A seize tag order. We have to seize the tag. Look at that. They're not playing games in Florida, man.
Seize tag. So the tag has to come off.
Wait, what's going on? You're not telling me why.
I'm explaining to you.
You're not telling me why.
You're not letting me tell you why.
Okay, then.
So I just told you your license has been suspended, first of all.
And you can't tell me why.
Oops.
A financial obligation, whatever you did pay.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, I'm telling you.
It doesn't make any sense.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
That's what it is.
I just renewed this.
What's going on here? You all guys are always together.
Look at the ponytail patrol.
They need to worry about this?
I was coming over here to ask you.
Actually, I just see the text.
I mean, I don't want to be in the way of romance. You know what I mean?
Oh, easy now.
All right, listen. So the license has been expired since April. I don't know what it's for, financial obligation, whatever the case is. Okay. And there's also a seize tag order. So which means we have to take the tag off the vehicle. Okay? So with that, sure, I could arrest you. I don't really want to go that route. But
no, John Carlo. You know who carries razors? Guys, Mexican girls in like California. Yo, dude, when I grew up and I lived in California, yo, all the young Hispanic girls, they would carry these razor blades in their mouths. Guys, put a one. You ever seen that before? They would get in fights and all of a sudden, man, it was like Mortal Kombat out there. They were slashing each other up, man.
And you can't drive these vehicles. So they're gonna hang out with me for a second. We're gonna figure some stuff out, but it is suspended. Okay? I'm not lying, there's no reason for me to lie. It's suspended and there's a cease tag order. So the tag has to come off. Okay? I know you don't know what it's for, but I don't know what it's for either. Financial obligation.
Insurance? Does she have insurance?
She said she thinks it's for insurance, but she already paid for it or whatever, but
you have to update the insurance?
Look at this. Look at this cop right here. Look.
Lesbian.
You know it, dude. You know it. Look at that.
Lesbian. Insurance? Does she have for it or whatever, but
you have to update it with DMV.
Right. So it's probably insurance, like you're saying. It doesn't tell me what it is. So if you haven't updated it with them, that's why. With the DMV, they still got to suspend it. Which not only suspended, but it's got a cease tag order, so the tag's got to come off. Okay.
Okay.
I can extend. She's having cars.
It's gonna be then the what?
She's having cars. So you have no idea what it's for besides that?
You see how upset I am right now?
I get you. People get upset even if they know what it's for.
And of course she's on her phone. Of course.
Do you want to see if there's any priors?
She's not a person. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
For the cars, you're gonna have to take the car.
Huh?
You're gonna have to take the car.
I know. Let me do her second. Do you want to see if she has someone she can call?
No, I don't mean to interrupt, but it would be best if you start arranging. Don't need to be rude. I'm trying to help you out. And the car.
You're taking my car?
Yes, ma'am. The car has to come with us. I'm trying to talk to you about. You should arrange for someone to come get you. I don't want you to be stranded on the side of the road. The car has to come because you cannot be here. So something happened. We're trying to look it up, but I would like for you to get on the phone and arrange for transportation. Someone can come pick you up.
You better get an Uber.
She on the phone? Well, I need you to sign something, so I need you to roll it down a little bit more.
Look at that. They just can't follow simple instructions. Yeah, the first ponytail patrol, you know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, she can get it, you know?
The pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
The citation. So if you can roll the window down, I need you to sign it. Huh?
What's going on?
She doesn't want to sign it, but
that's a charge.
Try to be nice.
You know, you are. You're not.
Yeah, Mike, you are correct. If this was a man of any color, creed, or background, clown world. Now, for all you guys that are new to the channel, guys, I usually end all my lives looking at a body cam footage, but I do have a body cam reactions channel called 50304s. So guys, make sure you are subbed over here. Guys, I have almost 200 videos over here of me reacting to body cam footage. So guys, make sure that you're subscribed over here. So.
Let me know when it's time to come out.
What will I sign? They don't want to sign.
Step out.
All right. Sit. I need you to roll down the window.
I need a moment, please, just to
Let's
gather
step
myself.
out.
Okay, go ahead and open the door.
Why?
Go ahead and open the door.
Why? No,
I'm not
I don't
asking
have
you.
to open the-
I'm not
I actually don't
asking.
have to open the
You
door.
actually do.
Why? Am I being arrested?
I need you to open
Am I
the
being
door.
arrested?
So didn't I explain to you that this was a criminal charge,
Am I
right?
being arrested?
I need you to open the door.
Am I being arrested? Ma'am, are you kidding me?
Ah!
Step out. I've asked you. I've asked you.
Get out of the car.
It's time!
Stop. It wasn't about you.
All right, guys, we have 100 likes. You guys ready? Guys, put Christmas in the chat if you're ready for the Christmas song, okay?
Okay.
Oh my God. She's so small. This happened yesterday, and the female came out of cuffs multiple times.
Yeah. She's super little.
Yeah, I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend. That's why you gotta come.
Nope. You're not.
That's why.
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
CVS Missouri Bank.
All right, you guys ready? You guys ready? She's on TikTok, crying in her car. Nug shot up the club. No EBT on her food stamps card. Nug shot up the club, the clap, and some herpes. Now it burns when she has to pee. Now it burns when she has to pee. Oh, you guys. You guys know that I'm going to make the Christmas songs a yearly thing from now on, right, guys? I think I'm going to start in early December and just start writing them down, because I was at the gym thinking them up today. I'm going to start writing them down, guys. You know what I mean? Or if you guys will... Are there any other holidays? I think Christmas is the easiest one, you know. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. That should replace the Mariah Carey song. Oh, man. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Thanks for the $2 sent. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for the support this whole year. I really appreciate that.
Garlic croutons, dude.
Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for that.
Great, thanks. That's not enough for me.
I mean, I'm not sure what it is you want. I explained to you why it's suspended.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It's for
You said
financial
it is.
obligation. I can't see what financial obligation it is that you didn't fulfill.
Have you seen this one?
Good morning, Officer Antonity, Escape Pro Police. The reason why I'm pulling you over
Yes, we have. Guys, all right, guys. Well, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. I think there was one more that I wanted you guys to see part of. But, guys, we will jump into Discord the moment that this is over. Where was it? Let me see. There was one, and it was a chick acting like a complete moron.
On June 23, 2024, a deputy in Ohio out on patrol spots a black Chevy driving by. A check of the vehicle's license plate reveals the registration had expired over 8 months ago, in October of the previous year. Here's what the deputies do next.
Okay. Do you mind stepping out for me real quick? And then if you shut it off real quick.
And guys, we will be live tomorrow, guys. Because, guys, everyone in the chat, I want you to put simp in the chat if you remember the case of the guy who met the woman at Twin Peaks, the Hooters place. Guys, put the term simp. Guys, we're going to go over as much of that as possible. Guys, that guy has to be the biggest simp that we've seen this year. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I can't think of anyone else that has simped harder that we've seen this year than this executive who's dating some single mom of two who works at Hooters, basically. She gets pregnant. He thinks the baby's his, finds out it's not, pays to get a lawyer to put the real dad child support, and then marries her anyways, and then buys an $800,000 house using his retirement, moves her and her three bastard kids in, and then she's cheating on him. And then he got her a job at his work. Look at that.
You got the keys by chance? We'll just put it on top of the car. All right, here's this. Do you have any weapons?
No.
Any knives, stones?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have you hang out here for a little bit. I am gonna tow the vehicle.
For what?
It's not registered. It's expired from like October of last year. It's like 8 months behind. So you're a valid driver, which is good, but it's a good thing he's not driving.
What's this thing on her chest?
But fortunately, I'm gonna have to tow this car. All right, before you go, hold up.
You don't have to touch me. You need a woman to touch you.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
All right,
You do need a woman to touch you. Don't touch me.
Okay. Let's go,
Don't
Tim.
touch me.
Let's go, Tim.
How are you putting your hands on me? Get your hands off of me. I'm not touching you. I'm not.
Whoa. Wait a second. Guys, look at Super Simp right here. Look at this, guys. Look.
Put your hands on me.
Look at
Super
the
Simp.
Get your hands off of me. I'm not touching you.
Look at that, guys. He's lucky these cops didn't. Guys, did you see? He ran up and grabbed these cops. Guys, rate this guy on the Simpometer.
It's over 9,000!
Clown world. Guys, why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a stupid, moronic, idiotic thing?
He was simping for booty.
Look at that, guys, but it's not worth getting deleted over.
Yeah, I know. He's a simp.
Guys, you cannot be this guy right here. There is no woman in the world that's worth running up on two police officers for. Ray's Eyes says, this wouldn't be me. Guys. Ray's Eyes, this is Ray's Eyes when it comes to any police business. He's like, he's not stopping to film. He's not stopping to question the officers. Nope. Ray's Eyes said he's letting the cops do their jobs.
He's not supposed to touch me.
Okay, but you are technically under
Okay,
arrest.
you're not supposed to
So
touch
calm
me.
down.
You're not supposed to touch me.
Calm down.
Get off of me.
She's going to cuff.
Get off of me. I'm not even doing nothing.
Just relax. Stop moving.
Relax.
Stop moving.
You don't have to go through all this. Okay, drop the purse.
Get off my leg.
Stop moving, Iran.
Stop.
Guys, this is the black community right here.
You know what's
This
funny?
guy, man, stop, man! And she does whatever she wants.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Junk Harlow?
You know what's funny? She was saying, don't touch me, but she's dressing like that.
Good point, my friend.
You got a heart monitor on and all that. Y'all tripping.
Let me have the purse.
All right, sir, you can step back up to the car.
Let me have the purse in the bag. Let go of it. Let go of it. It's okay.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know why you just arrested me.
Yo, get in the car and shut up.
Did you just put?
Bro.
He did it.
That's petty as hell.
That's petty as hell, man.
Okay,
I'm not getting in there. I got a heart monitor on. I'm not getting in there.
grab her other side.
Nah. Get a female.
How you gonna act crazy when you have a heart monitor on? Get in the
Hey,
car.
stop! 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 Damn! Can you stop, please?
Have a seat.
Please, can you stop?
It's alright.
Please, can you stop? I'm begging you, as your boyfriend. Can you?
Guys, I told you right here. Look at that. I'm begging you as your boyfriend.
Beta.
Guys, that shows she has no respect for him. What does as your boyfriend mean if she's just not going to listen to you? And guys, why would you why would you give a woman a title of girlfriend, fiance, or wife who doesn't listen to you, who doesn't respect you, who doesn't consider your authority at all? And this is why I say once again, guys, you get Thanos snap about 99% of B-dubs away, and the world would be a much better place.
Stop, please!
Leave her alone, man! Leave her alone, man!
Stop kicking.
Get off
Get her
of me.
out of here,
Get
man.
off of me. Get off of me. My coochie out. Move.
Ah,
My coochie out. You need a female. Quit playing with me. I know my rights.
Have a seat in
The
the car.
fuck, get a female.
We will.
Fred, call your mom.
I'm
Call my
calling her.
mom. Call my sister.
just pepper spray her. Right, guys?
Your sister didn't answer the phone.
Just have a seat. We didn't
No, quit touching me. Don't touch me.
All right, grab
Quit
her.
touching me.
Now, give her the drag queen. Let's go. Get her in
My
the
coochie
car.
is out. Move. Bro, move. Quit playing with me. Both of you. That's my coochie out. Quit playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
She's spitting.
Stop
Yeah.
playing with me. Y'all got my coochie out. Stop touching me. Quit touching me.
Stop.
Quit touching me.
You want to stand up?
What's your name? Babe, put this name in your phone, babe.
You want to stand up and I'll pull it down. Mask off.
Put, babe.
Stand up.
Babe.
Listen, do you want to stand up and I'll pull
Babe.
it down?
Come here.
Do you want to stand up and pull it down?
Put his name in your phone, babe.
This is post 2020 policing,
My
man.
shoe. I'm out the corner.
580.
How they got my dress, Mama Dukes?
Can y'all pull her dress down at least?
I didn't ask her. She
He the one who poured it up, slammed me on the ground.
she's stubborn.
Nah, I'm
I
just
told her it
stubborn.
ain't even have to be all this.
So what's all this for?
Do you want to stand up and want me to pull it down?
Who are you in relation to her?
I'm his mother.
You okay with me pulling it down?
Don't do it.
She's my son's girlfriend.
I got
Okay,
you.
so what do you have to do with any of this?
What's going on?
So
I made a traffic stop on the vehicle because it's expired registration, and the registered owner comes back suspended. He's now driving, which is fine, but the vehicle is still expired from last year. There's gonna be a cite issued, and the vehicle's getting towed.
and that would have been it.
That would have been
then
it.
she started acting up.
Who started acting up? You slammed me.
No, you pulled away
You
from me.
did.
No, you pulled
You
away from me up
did.
there.
You
Hey,
did.
just calm
Yeah.
down. Just calm down, lady.
They over here capping.
Listen.
Everything is recorded.
It would have been
so it
really
don't even
easy.
matter.
We would have been out of here in about probably 15, 20 minutes originally.
So I can't drive the car away?
So I can't drive. Guys, this chick's voice is deeper than mine. Hey guys, isn't it crazy how we didn't see the friggin' the ground shake as this blue, basically, majestic sea creature came rumbling up? Guys, look at that.
Is she related to Purple Bass?
Oh yeah, Giancarlo, sorry. I don't think you can understand it, right? Yeah.
Car's getting towed.
Nope.
Why?
Because it's expired. It's October of last year. It shouldn't even be on the roadway right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But
they've
what?
been pulled over before.
Shut up.
And they just let him go.
We're good.
Because he's still making payments on the car.
It doesn't
He can't
matter.
get tags for the car.
It doesn't matter.
Because it's an ongoing thing when his license gets suspended.
We understand that.
I'm the co-signer of.
Why are they even talking to her, guys? Why are they even talking? They say this conversation is over. This is post 2020 policing, guys.
The car. That's what I'm saying. I can't drive the car away.
You cannot drive the car away. No. Regardless of what he's going through with the registration, if he can't get that vehicle registered, it should not be being driven.
Okay, so what's going on with her?
So initially she was just going to get a traffic citation, but now since she wanted to pull away from me and resist arrest, there might be more charges. So that's where we're at now.
Why are they even talking to her? And why is this person dressed like this? Guys, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? But all right, you guys, you know what? We're at the 3 hour and 10 mark, guys. We'll do after hours on Discord, guys. I'm gonna shut it down over here, guys. Thanks for the 100 and something odd likes, guys. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. We'll have the last live of the year. Will be tomorrow, guys, at 10, I believe. Right? It is 10. Let me make sure. I don't want to say that wrong. Guys, we'll do the last live. Let me see. I'm going to tell you guys the wrong thing here. Let's see. 1 second. 1 second. We're going to do the last live at 10 p.m. tomorrow, guys. And yeah, guys, so, guys, meet me at the Discord and the After Hours voice channel. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, guys, please join the Discord, guys. We are gonna try and do more stuff in Discord this year. So, guys, there you go. And guys, thanks, guys. I'm gonna make a note just to remember to do in all of my Christmas videos next year. You will get a Christmas song. So, guys, remind me, okay? But all right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit if you're going to be in the after hours. Everyone else, talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.
Goodbye, AJ.